Good morning, people. How are we today? Welcome to the Easy Stream. The Sunday
Good
morning.
morning. Good morning. Pow, 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 pow. What's up, people?
What's going on? The voice is in my head today. Good morning, Fishymon. What's going on?
Nothing
Hopefully everybody
much.
can hear us.
Same old, same old.
Did I forget to? Did I unmute Fishymon? I hope I did.
I don't know. Because I
Anyway, good
ain't
morning,
singing
people.
that again.
Welcome to the Sunday morning Fishroom Hangout stream. Thanks for being here. Good morning. We had a busy week this week. Say hi to people. Scotty, Aquati. Good morning. Thanks for being here. Eduardo Antonio Orengo Costa. Yeah, what a name. What a name. Good morning,
Is that
Eduardo.
his name for
I
real?
guess. I think you need a couple extra names in there, dude. Ooh la la, number 69. That's right. Today's easy number 69. Giggity. Good morning, Eduardo. Thanks for being here, man. John McKenzie. Good morning. Glad you're still with us. Good morning. Fishymon's here. Jennifer Weaver. Good morning. Good morning. Did I miss something? Oh, I see. Number 69. Yep. Merrick T. Good morning, sir. Thanks for being here. 3G. Good morning. Select Pet. What up? Window Liquor number 5. Yo. 503 Aquatics. Shanna. Good morning. Good morning. Oh. First class fish. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I'm a little injured this morning. We'll talk about that in a sec. TJ Hottercross. What's up, buddy? How you doing, man? Jen, you. Silver Creek. What up, buddy? Bigfoot Fish Tanks. Dennis, man. How you been? I haven't seen you in a while. Aquaria Life. Steph, you're awake. Good morning. Am I missing anyone? Alright. New local. What up? Episode nice. Yup. Number 69, number 69, number 69. You got it. Alright. I may or may not did something to my rib last night. I was being dumb. Put all my weight on it and there was a pop. And it's hurt really bad ever since. I think it just dislocated something or just moved it. Oh.
Pop goes the
Goes the
weasel.
rib. Luckily, went to the in-laws last night or whatever afternoon. They had lidocaine patches, so I threw one on. Oh god, but it hurts. So we'll see if I can live through this. But yeah, I'll be cool. Yeah, let me put this away. What's new in the fish room?
Pain, pain is your body's way of letting you know you're still alive.
Yeah, and letting you not forget it either. Yep. All right, what's new? The 125, dude. I did a lot of work this past week on getting this ready. Remember the well, last week we had the sump issue. Hang on, I got a different camera for this. Let me switch cameras. Ooh. Yeah, we had the issue with the sump and the uneven pumping, but we solved that with the water bridge. Remember the water bridge? You guys remember this?
Yeah,
Last week,
equalize it.
that little PVC thing you see down there in the bottom, that was the bridge that we made to
But
equalize
you
the chambers.
refuse to accept the fact that it had air in
There
it
was
still.
some air. I got over it. We purged it. I did a slight redesign. Excuse me. But it really ended up. All it did was bring it closer. I rechanged the fittings in the back here, made a little vent stack, but it really hasn't done much for the bubbles. So I guess that was a fail. But at the end of the day, at least it's aerating the tank, right? And none of the bubbles are getting past.
Patty's here.
Good morning, Patty. None of the bubbles are getting past the chambers, so I guess it's just the bubbles coming up here, hitting this sponge, and then whatever's flowing over the sides here. Everything kind of, they do run a little uneven, but they do equalize quite a bit, so I guess one side pumps better. And right now, I've had this thing, both of these pumps are at 100% capacity, pumping as fast as they can, and it's been for 4 days, 5 days now, whatever it was, Tuesday, Wednesday, I don't remember when it was. I set this up. I revamped it. 78
Boots and
degrees,
cats
everything's
is here.
warm.
Boots and cats.
Boots cats. What's up? What else did I do? I painted the background. I painted it black. I see a clear
Mm.
glass tank. I
How
want it
did
to
that
turn
work?
black.
What do? You you had enough space to push your
Yeah.
arm behind there?
Well, luckily I was smart enough when I set this tank up. I kind of kept it like a
Off the
hand, like a
wall.
couple. I don't know, what is that? 5 inches, 4 or 5 inches away from the wall, so I had enough room to get down
Mm.
there. Because there's an outlet right behind there too, so I knew I was gonna have to plug stuff in. So I kind of wanted to give myself a little room. Uh,
Uh-huh.
so yeah, I kept it away, and I just had a roller. Kind of went down there. Managed to not. Well, I did. Managed to not get it all in the wall all messed up. Let's put it that way. I might have hit. Might be a little blackish spot somewhere on there, but we won't talk about that. It's behind a fish tank.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nobody will
nobody
ever
see that.
see it.
Nobody sees that. Um, yeah. So I painted the background. Did 3 coats on that. Revamped the sump. I brought
Mm-hmm.
the fittings tighter to the back of the thing, not so far back, and so janky. Tried to revamp how the vent stack works. Does a little. The bubbles are not huge bubbles anymore. They're now just fine bubbles. Okay, so I guess it did something. Other than that,
Yeah.
things ready to go. I think. Oh, I got lids. Let's talk
Silver
about the
Creek
lids.
Silver Creek Aquatics is here.
Good morning, Silver Creek.
Dennis Dennis
These lids
Christensen.
for these tanks, like to buy the glass lid set, I think it's like $130. And when I got the tank used from this, for whoever I got it from, he gave me, he had the 3 back halves and one of the front halves, and not, all the hinges were broke on the, the Versatop lids or whatever they are.
Mm.
I did this on my 10-gallon tanks. I went to Home Depot and I bought like this FRP, whatever it is, J channel, corner channel stuff. It's like a corner channel, I think, corner. And I put the back bead in there, and then the front panel. I called my glass guy and had cut 3 pieces, 1, 2, 3. I was gonna get the hinge for the one that I had. The price of the hinge was like $10. To get it delivered to my house was 15 to 20. So right there, we're looking at $30 for a stupid hinge. I could not find it any cheaper, shipped anywhere. So 25 to $30. This piece of glass was $27. So I went with the glass because it's not gonna. Glass is never gonna break. Or well, knock on wood. The hinge will eventually fail, like just by operation, right? But this won't. The only way this fails is if I break the lid. So
Yeah.
let's not do that. And I kept the back here. This one, I managed to. This was a tight fit to get the ones that were existing, to fit in here. I kind of had to wedge them in. It's kind of tight. This middle one wouldn't go for the life of me. So I actually had to sand that middle pane down like, I don't know, like 1/8 of an inch or whatever it was. Then I got it to fit. And then I just made sure I cut these a little smaller than what I needed. And so now I got functioning lids for pretty cheap. I think it was like $85 for all 3 1/4 inch glass lids. Not bad. Better than 140.
Crypt
And
Keeper's here.
yeah, so, and then I threw in some pool filter sand, whatever I had. Well, actually, I think I bought a bag, 2 bags. Threw that in, and now I think
Did
we're
you
ready.
wash it?
The pool filter sand? No, actually, what I did is I turned everything off so there was no water running, right? I drained it down a little so it wouldn't
Mm-hmm.
overflow when I put the sand in. I dumped the sand in, and then I drained the water, and then I filled it back up. So, I guess kind of I washed it, but I washed it in the fish tank. But pool filter sand's pretty clear. I mean, it does get cloudy. That's why I just threw the sponge in there and
Yeah, usually if I wash it, it doesn't take long before I
no, yeah, it's kind of one of those things.
yeah,
Yeah, sure, you
before it.
should rinse it, but I knew I was going to be doing a water change anyway because it was going to stir a bunch of stuff up. What are we looking at here? What are we looking at? All right, that's good. That's good. Oh yeah, what else is new?
Whip's here.
Good morning, Whip. How are you? Thanks for being here, man. All right, as we all know, I've been gathering some eggs from my. I've been gathering eggs from the furcadas, the pseudomugel. I've been gathering eggs from my luminatus, which the lights aren't on right now. Hey, there's a flounder.
Just
I have
hanging
not
out on the
had so
glass.
much luck with the Cyanodorsalis. And my Radnocentris, there's an issue in this tank, man. I don't know what's going on, but I've been losing some rads. So, keeping an eye on this, just staying up on water changes.
Hmm.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't actually know what's going on. I don't know if it's a parasite, something. Anyway, I was talking about the frickatas. I don't know if we can see in there, but there are a ton of little friccata babies. Can you see them?
Caught up with you.
There's at least 10. Can you see that or no?
Yeah.
See the
Yes, I can.
little baby swimming around in there?
I can
I
see the
haven't gotten
babies.
any Luminatus to hatch yet, but I'm hopeful. I keep getting
The
eggs, so
Luminatus.
no Luminatus egg or no Luminatus fry yet.
Luminatus are my favorite.
Yeah, they're pretty
I
cool.
like the Luminatus.
They're definitely cool. All right, here we're gonna move this camera this way. Drop this down. I'm gonna feed the baby so I don't forget. So let's do that real quick, and then maybe we will scape the 125 a little bit. Put some hardscapes. Let me change cameras. Now this is the tank that has the Cyanodorsalis. I guess they're getting close to juveniles now, but there are fry. They were
And a bunch of blue jeans.
yeah, and a bunch of moss. But there are 3 Cyanodorsalis fry up top, and this is they were whatever. The eggs were laid in brackish water, and I've hatched them in fresh, so they've been in fresh water their entire life. Those 3.
Right.
The rest of the guys up top,
You think
brackish.
they will grow and eventually spawn? I mean, mate
Maybe. I'm kind of hopeful. This is my whatever. This is
in
the
fresh
brackish
water.
tank. I usually just do that for the little guys that are still in here. I do feed this tank for the adults too. And then where are we at? The babies, right? Down below. See the babies? I don't think there's there. I'm gonna just do a little tap of the brush, brush, brush. I'm using Northin right now. I bought a big bag of this.
Powdered food.
Yeah, premium fry starter stuff. Whatever. I still dap a little in here for when they are born. And I do some in this tank too. Because
Dap it.
sometimes I've noticed that my little fry system here is probably not perfect. I don't know if the holes in the sponge are just too big, but somehow the fry can get out. And I think they swim through the sponge. I found one of the
Wow.
little ninjas out there. Now, when I first got the, well, I wouldn't say first got, but like relatively early on when I had the rads, I did get some eggs, and I did put them in this container, but I haven't seen anything hatch yet. So, and we're getting to that part where everything should be hatching soon, or hasn't. Like the fricatas all hatched this week, so I don't know. I kind of gathered everything around the same
Caught up with
time.
you.
So, if they don't hatch in the next week or so, I don't think they're going to.
Robert's
But I
here. Good
am giving a
morning,
little dust
Robert.
of food anyway, just to be sure. Just to be safe. I'd rather have them.
Just to be safe.
Yeah, well, I mean, what's going to happen is going to be microscopic back stuff that breaks it down, and that'll, more food for fry when they do hatch, I guess. As long as you don't get,
Yeah.
don't make it funky. Let's not get funky here. Okay.
Yeah, you don't want to make it funky.
Yeah, no. No funk.
Alishon's here. Good
What's up,
morning,
Alishon?
Alishon.
Good morning. All right. Now, the whole idea that I'm
Only
going to do.
Oscars is here.
Good morning, only Oscars. This is going to be the home of my Bala sharks. Pretty much everything in that 75 down there. Bala sharks, Buenos Aires tetras, sailfin pleco, hoplo cat, and zebra loach. all gonna go in this tank. So I'm gonna have a free 75 when I'm done.
Okay.
Not free,
Mm-hmm.
but an empty 75. Freed up
Yeah.
75. Yeah, gonna be good. Anyway, so that I can steal. I'm gonna take this tank doesn't have lights. I did order lights. I got like those Higer, whatever, full spectrum lights. Actually, one of the cheaper lights you could find. But I don't think
How much is it?
they were like $50 a piece. And I got two,
All right.
54 or something like that. Might have been 60.
That's because Aquarium Co-op has released their lights finally,
I'm sorry, what was
or at
that?
least got them back in stock.
Yeah, and I'm guessing. Well, I don't know. I bought
But they're a bit more expensive than that though.
probably yeah for. Well, I got the whatever the size for the tank. Like, well, obviously it wasn't a 6 foot light. I got two 4 foot lights or whatever it was. So I figured.
Yeah,
But I was gonna
a
take the
4 foot
Marineland
light with
ones.
them is more expensive.
I was gonna take the old cheapo ones off the Bala Shark tank and put them on the 125 because I don't
Yeah,
need to be growing any plants. There's no possibility of plants growing. Let's put it that way.
yeah,
Because the Bala Sharks will just demolish everything. And
yeah.
yeah, so I'm just gonna steal those lights, and then the new lights I can use on the ones on the 75 that is now gonna be empty. And
Yeah.
maybe we could do a planted tank rescape of the 170 or the 75. So that'll be coming up soon. We'll figure that out. Oh, I'm gonna have a 75
Maybe
gallon.
you
I don't even
could
know what to do with.
graduate all the fish that are in the 55 to the 75.
It's not a bad idea. That is not a bad idea. At least for yeah, that's not a bad idea.
Like
Although I kind of like
the
the way the
angels, the
Festivums, the Geophagus,
festivums, and the geophagus and
the Black Ghost
your
Knife,
the ghost knife, right?
Mr. G,
Mr. G.
Mr. G. He's doing good. So yeah, I think let's get on
Talking
it.
of Mr. G, 3 G's here.
That's the other Mr. G. Oh,
He's just saying that the coop lights have 3 year warranty on them.
oh, that's nice. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. That's
Yeah,
decent.
and
All right.
they're supposedly waterproof too.
Well, yeah, that's kind of like well, that is an important thing, I think. Honestly.
Yeah,
Nobody intends for things to go in the fish tank, but you're always doing something. Oh, I'll just move this lid, and whenever the next thing, the whole lid falls in. Women and children are crying. It's horrible. All right, we got this.
what women and children cry when things fall in the
Yeah,
fish
because the
tank?
lids fell in, and then
Uh,
chaos, ruin,
yeah,
destruction.
I've come, I've I've come and met lids in my tank before, which I didn't purposely drop in there or anything. They just happened to be in there because the hinge broke or something.
Oh yeah, yeah. I came. Well, there was a 55 I had once that the center brace broke. Came home from work
Oh
to
yeah,
find all my lights
seems
in
to
the
be a
tank.
problem with 55s.
Yeah, the lights are all in the tank. Maybe I should just take the feet off of this thing, because then I can line it up like perfectly. Yeah, you know what I'm gonna do.
Chewy's here. Good morning, Chewy.
Good morning, Chewy. Let's take this. We on this camera? That's the camera on? Yeah, I think so. Let's take these
Yeah,
little legs off so it lays flat.
Carol Cox is here.
Good morning,
Morning,
Carol.
Carol.
Thanks for being here. All right, put that there. Take that one there. That one there. Now I know why I have these things laying all over the place. Because I take them off and then I never use them again.
Mm,
The
extensions.
extenders. All right.
Sega Sega P.
So what?
Morning.
Who?
Sega P.
Sega P? Okay.
Yeah.
Good morning. Thanks for being here.
Lindsay.
Lindsay?
And Atkins is here.
Ian.
Ian. Good morning.
What's up, man? Alright, let me, how am I gonna do this? I need a timer? Timer. Do I have a timer? I should have a timer. At least a mechanical one. Oh! Oh yeah, there's a mechanical one
Shanna
right
starts her new job today.
there. That's right. Good luck, Shanna.
Congratulations, Shanna.
You got this. You got this. All right. Let's see. What time is it now? 9 a.m. And we'll shut it off around, let's say, noon. Go that late. If we do, actually, what I usually do is turn them on at 1. So let's just set it for that for now. 1 to what? 8. 8 p.m. everything goes off. So it's 7-hour time interviews usually I have in my fish room. At least on my planet tanks. Alright, and what time is it now? 9 something? 9:30ish, it's close. Alright, we need a splitter or an extender or a plug. This will work. I don't know how good that's gonna work. Alright. Whatever. Timer on. Timer on. I have a footstool that's filled with cables and plugs, and it's every man's dream. Connectors, adapters. Telling you, every guy has one of those. Alright,
What, a box?
a box full of stuff like that, yep.
Yeah.
It's like mandatory.
Yep.
Alright, I need my step ladder.
A lot of women have one too.
I'm sure. But I think it's a guy thing, they can't let go of that stuff. Like, I got cables and connectors from like 1998, man. But I'm not, I'm not giving them up. You never know.
Never know.
You
when
never
you're
know
gonna
when you're gonna
need
need
one.
that one. You know, splice cable for a dot matrix printer. Quite rare, you know. All right, let's turn that on. I turned one of the lights
Glitch
off.
is here. Good morning, Glitch.
Good morning, Glitch. All right, cool. We got lights. Here, let's do this. I think we can let this all go down the back here. Gently. Gently. Okay.
Oh, it looks so much better now that you got lights
Now you
on
can
it.
see, right?
Yeah.
I should get something to hold this cable though, because this is gonna weigh it down.
It looks like it's growing algae already.
Yep. Starting early. Yeah, that looks pretty good actually. I like it.
Should have dropped a few snails in there or something.
Well, I can. The Loach will like it once he gets in there.
Good morning, Debbie.
Debbie, what's going on? Thanks for being here. Okay.
Select Pet, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
New Local Austin.
What's going on, Mike?
Good morning.
Oh! That was pain. Alright, I did just see one thing I want to take care of real quick. Where is that razor blade? There is a razor blade floating around. Is it over here?
Whip's asking if that's an 8-foot tank. It's a 6-foot tank.
6
Whip.
foot, 6 foot. Yep, it's a 125, 6 foot by I can't remember what the.
Carrie, Science Gal's here. Good morning,
Good morning.
Carrie.
I should put that on that lid so that when I slide these. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, it's basically the same dimensions as a 75, except it's 2 foot longer. I believe is how that works. I'm gonna move this forward a little. There we go. All right. The only thing I want to do is like when I got this tank, there was a crazy amount of scale right on this top here where the water line, I guess he had it was. This used to be a saltwater tank. I got it all off the front with the razor blade, but apparently I missed this corner. Take care of this real quick. Comes off real easy. I just had to scrape it.
What, the creep?
Yeah, it was like scale, like a line for the wherever the water line. I guess the guy had it before me was. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's gone now. But it's just one of those things you see. It's gonna bother me forever, so I gotta take care of it. And it really took me what, like 3 seconds?
You getting good circulation with just the returns in there?
Yeah, actually, I'm going to have to turn it down because it's probably way too much flow for whatever I'm going to be putting in there. Like I have both those pumps sitting at 100%, so there's a lot of flow going.
Right.
I did see that too. Is that on the glass? Yes, that is on the glass. There was some weird smell. He must have had something stuck on the tank in the middle here because there was a bunch of like sticky residue. I had to get like the goof off to get it off. Anyway. Yeah, that's that. I guess we can. I have a bunch of slate that I've gathered from job sites, stuff like that. So I think I'm going to throw that in here. I do have some wood from the other tank that I'm going to take the fish from that I'm going to put in here.
Flat pieces of slate.
I do have a really big flat piece of slate that's outside. I could probably grab that, but I think it might be too big to fit in the tank. But I don't know what I would do with that big flat piece.
Slate's good for like making shelves and stuff like that in the tank, like
a cave or something.
Cave or something like that.
Not bad
Like
idea.
a lot of people use slate to separate pleco caves and stuff like that.
Well,
put 2 rows,
you know
one
what?
row on top of
I
each
will
other
bring it
and
in.
stuff like
Let me
that.
bring it in. Let me get it. Let me get it. Hang on a sec. Hold on. Hold your horses. Sit tight.
I'll hold my horses.
Hang on. Ow. All right.
Here comes the rain again.
We don't need that.
Falling on my head. Oh, sorry.
Oh, this thing's heavy as hell and dirty. It's been sitting outside for a while.
Select is saying slate could be cut.
Could, but this is more like this isn't like this is like it's not quality slate. This is kind of stuff you find in the ground, kind of slate. Oh, oh, oh my god! All right, here's the piece I'm talking about. It's probably all dirty on this side, but yeah, it's kind of big.
Damn, that's a big piece of
That's why I grabbed. Oh god, I gotta set this down.
Is there like a different kind of material underneath the slate?
Yeah, sometimes it's
or is
like
it all slate? Slate incorporated into rock?
Actually, I don't know if I'm gonna use this because this is really nasty under here. I gotta clean this.
Yeah, you gotta clean that.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you get quartz stuck in the slate. I have some pieces like that.
Rob is saying that's a tank buster.
Yeah, really. This one looks like it's got a little bit of dirt, like sediment.
Yeah, you gotta
Still
hit
in
that
the
with
veins.
a piece of you gotta hit that with a sledge. Break it up into smaller, manageable pieces.
But like here's a piece I found that's got quartz like veins in it. I had this in another tank, so it's already seeded with algae for us. So we're good to go. We're good to put the algae right in the tank.
Yeah, Select is saying slate is a rock.
It is.
Technically, so yeah.
It's a sedimentary rock.
Right.
Kind of like shale.
You can get flat perfectly. Yeah. Well, I guess they machine it perfectly flat and stuff, right?
A lot of times, all right, look, I don't know if we can see this here, but there are veins in slate, right? You can kind of see like here, if I were to take some sort of tool and kind of force that, I would force off a piece that was kind of flattish. It's kind of what they do. They kind of find the grain and then they force the piece
Right.
off, force the piece off. So
Oh,
slate is
okay.
never actually flat, but it appears flat.
Yeah.
I have some of that slate that they use for roofing. Where the heck is it? I just had it like a minute ago.
Flat pieces.
Yeah, like, they used, back in the old days, slate was what they used for roofing.
Yeah. Yeah. No. As tiles.
Yeah,
Roof tiles.
I mean it's incredibly heavy, but it's also pretty durable stuff.
Yeah, and
Rock.
waterproof.
Yeah, that's rock. And I believe, what is it? Somewhere in Canada has the best slate in the world.
Alashan said buy more $50 rocks.
There we go. Well, I could break that big one, but there is really, I think, I gotta figure out what's on the back of this because it was just laying in. I had it. This looks like some sort of gunk on there. I don't know what this is.
It's probably some kind of moss or something was.
No, it looks like from whatever was sitting on the ground, like the concrete, dirt, whatever. Yeah, I'm gonna leave this big piece alone for now. So we'll leave that outside the tank. But we can use all this other stuff. I need the ladder. Or step ladder, whatever, step stool. Oh my god. I think what camera, I guess that camera's good, right? That angle's, the
Yeah,
angle,
we see the tank is centered in the frame.
good. Ian Aqua, good morning, sir. Crypt Keeper, what's up, man? Good morning. Alright. Rocks. Let's move. Let's open. Let's open the lids. Good enough.
Yeah, it'll be kind of hard to put rock in the tank, but
the
if
lids. The
you
lids on?
keep the lid shut.
You think? Oh god, dude. I have no idea what the plan is here, but I'm gonna start sticking rocks in the tank.
Uh, have you ever tested them rocks?
Yes. I should probably
So that
take some water out because I'm gonna overflow. No, I got room in the sump. Never mind. Starts getting too tall. I'm gonna take some water out.
mm,
Don't want to overflow.
mm, displacing water with rock.
Yup. It is. I guess maybe I should.
Yeah, it means the precious a waste of precious volume.
Rocks.
Yes.
Something you enjoy is never a waste. Remember
I
that.
have no rocks.
No marbles either.
Can I make a can I
All right, there we go, folks. I'm
make a
done.
speech right here?
This is good. No, no speeches from you. You're not allowed. Only on special occasions are you allowed to give speeches. And this is
Mm,
not a special occasion. Birthdays, holidays, and whenever you win something. Those are the rules.
you need some more rocks
Nah, I
there.
think we're good. I
That
think we're
rock
good.
looks lonely.
This is my minimal escape, guys.
That rock looks lonely.
One is the loneliest. Hang on, I'm trying to get whatever. I pulled these rocks from a tank a while ago. Apparently I didn't do a good job of cleaning any of the algae off of them.
Um, Select to say in this episode, Jason gets a hernia from lifting rocks. In all seriousness, be careful, Jason.
I know, it's not the hernia, it's the ribs that are hurting me. I don't have a hernia, I have a, I don't know, something in my rib. It's dumb. It's the dumbest thing ever. Look at that, seeded with blackbeard algae already. Cool, I'm good.
Well, you took that out of another tank?
Yeah, I think it was the, is this the blind fish keeper scape I took these rocks from? It's one of those,
All right.
might have been that one, or it might have been the, I have no idea what I'm doing here, guys. I'm just throwing rocks in at the moment. I don't like
Select
that.
says, I like the Keystone class shirt.
Thanks. This is the one, I guess, for the aquascaping contest. Science Gal has one of these. So
Right.
does Chattanooga Ed.
Oh, yeah,
So
Carrie
does
has one.
Stephen P.
They were for the aquascapers only.
Oh no,
Yeah.
wait. Was
What
it
is
Stephen? Or was
it?
it Jenna?
Green
Jenna. I think it was Jenna that did it. I don't know
or
if
is it
Stephen did it.
black?
It's green. It's like a hunter green, dark green, whatever. Dark
Right.
green. Let's put this
Looks
in.
black on the screen.
Yeah, it's kind of dark. Yeah, let's throw that. Look at that. We got like a cave. Nah.
Is that
Nah.
slate as well?
Yeah. It's even got some quartz in it too.
Yeah, let's do
I know. I'm just setting it in for now.
your
Get the
thing
rocks
keeps
in the tank.
cutting in and out.
What does?
Your audio.
Mine? Okay. Maybe I'm too close to something up here.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's you. I don't know. Let's find out.
Oh, you think?
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know.
Maybe you're cutting in and out. Let's see. Am I cutting out, guys? You guys hearing me breaking in and out? Give me up my lefted over, busted up headstone rocks. You know, there's a big regret of mine, and it has to deal with that. I know it's weird, but there is a graveyard not far from my house, and I used to take my dog there, just walk around, whatever. You know, I clean up after my dog, trust me. But in the back part of the graveyard is where they have like the maintenance area where they throw like whatever. This graveyard's been here since since the 1700s or whenever Allentown was founded. But it's called the Founders Graveyard. Uh, anyway, back in there was like sometimes they had like those little granite things with like the letters on them. Well, it had the letter for my last name on it. And I was like, oh, I should take that. I was like, it was in the pile of all the rubble. I'm like, I should take that. It was like one of those small ones. I'm like, that'd be cool. Next day I went back, it was gone. Somebody went back there and took it. I'm
You
not
never
liking this at
find
all.
those skulls?
I wasn't grave digging. The heck, man.
How
I don't.
cool would it be to have a real human skull?
Guess what, dude? You already have one.
In my head. Oh, it is mine.
Is it?
Yeah. Everybody's saying yours is fine.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Yeah, you might have just cut out for a sec. Here, let me grab the wood. I think that's what I need right now. Ooh, sorry, shark. Didn't
You
mean to
need
grab
some
your tail.
wood.
Didn't mean to grab your tail. Whoa! Oh man. And that stupid Hoppo cat. I just dropped the wood on it and it didn't even move. This is some Mopani wood I've had for eternity.
Select said, just my view, you shouldn't steal from a graveyard.
Yeah, I wasn't stealing anything. But if they put it in a big pile for where all the rubble is, I mean, is that stealing anymore? I mean, this is clearly not like part of the graveyard. This is part like where like they dump the grass.
Sage says, shim that flat stone so it doesn't tip.
Yeah. I'm not done over there. I'm just screwing around.
Rob says
See,
it's not stealing if it's in a junk pile.
that's what I'm saying. But I didn't do it anyway. I just thought about it. Maybe I should have used a little more sand.
Alishon says you should use that tank to breed something.
This. It's quite a bit to breed. Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, depending on what I'm breeding, like angels or something would be cool. Maybe. Starting out with bottle sharks in here. I don't know how I feel about some of this. I don't like this. All these things just hanging out.
Just hanging out. It's just
Hanging out
hanging
like that.
out. Select says, don't mean to grab your tail. Sounds like you've used that line before.
I make no
Daniel
apologies.
Velez, good morning.
What's up, Daniel? You know what? Maybe we do this. Let's try this. Standing stones. I don't know if I like this cave idea though. Not a big fan of it.
I know your Huplo cat will like it though.
It's true.
He likes him a good cave.
Find a better idea. Maybe not so much of a cave as a overhang. Someone's gonna hang out down there. Just making sure I'm not got too much water. I think I just drooled. What the hell is wrong with me? Or maybe it was the tank dripping. I can't tell.
You just drooled?
No, I'm gonna blame the tank. Ow. That's not too bad.
Man,
Not liking this though, man. I
that
need something in here.
sounds peculiar.
I don't know. I'm not feeling this. Something ain't right. Hmm. No. This has got to go. Not feeling it, man. Something ain't right here. This is not setting well with me. I don't know if I have enough stones to do what I'm trying to accomplish. I don't even know what I'm trying to accomplish. I think that might be the problem.
You have to have a vision.
I know, and I lack vision. Here, let's set this here like that. It's kind of like its own little natural little cave looking thing. Need some rocks. Perish, maybe.
See that window liquor says the stream audio is choppy here.
Really? Okay. Maybe it's the background noise, or maybe I'm out of range.
Mm-hmm.
Is anybody else getting it choppy? Interesting.
I am,
You're
but
hearing it choppy
I
too?
don't know.
Like a choppy, like a ticking choppy?
People said that it was me. Yeah.
Hang on, let me check it.
No, choppy as in cutting off and on every so often.
There's something on the glass here. I feel it. Clean that. Okay. Is it still doing it with the audio? Yes, no? Kirk.
It's the mic auto on off. Yeah, with me, I don't know if it's doing it with
Well, let's
everybody.
see. Whatever. I'm gonna live with this for now. See, maybe it's just because I'm in a bad spot. I don't know. This isn't the greatest escape I've ever done. I want that there like that, because then somebody's just gonna stab themselves with it.
You're kidding. That's not the greatest escape you've ever done?
All right, I lie. It is. This is about as good as I can get.
Shanna says the audio's good.
Interesting.
Must be me.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know what's up. All right, well, that's as good as I'm getting for now. Whatever. I need to get more wood, driftwood. I'm not crazy about that cave look. Really, I'm not crazy about that rock. Maybe I should just take that rock out.
I don't like it up in the air like
Yeah,
that.
me either. But it's almost too big to like lay flat, right?
Laid on top of the two rocks again, but
How about that?
flatter than how you had it.
Kind of like that. That actually sits
Uh,
pretty well.
yeah.
It's not bad. Whatever. For now.
Hmm. Yeah.
Eh,
It's a nice rock.
it's not bad. Why is it every time I pick it up, it falls out of my hand? Stupid algae.
What?
I had a piece of the algae. I was trying to pull it out of the tank. Every time I went to
It's
grab it.
still in the tank.
Oh, there's algae everywhere, dude. All right. Well, there's more than just that one that I grabbed. There's other algae floating around in there.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
The seeds of
The
algae.
spores, the blackbeard spores.
I don't like that one to the right.
Which
I
one?
don't know. That's just me though.
Which one?
That one lonely big rock by itself
Standing up.
on the right side.
This one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that
Okay.
one.
I'll take it into consideration.
I
Let me.
feel like it'll be better suited somewhere else in the
Right there.
tank.
Yeah. Let me get this whatever the heck is on the glass here off.
Keith just came in. Good morning,
Hey,
KJE
what's up, buddy?
Aquatics. Yellowstone Aquatics. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Big Cat. Good morning. QC Alcoholic.
Good morning. Whatever it is coming right off.
You see, alcoholic says I would put another smaller rock or two around the base of the far right rock.
Okay. I will, yeah, let me finish doing this and then we'll go over there.
Take that into
I will
consideration.
take it into consideration.
Big Shrimpin, aka Steve.
Good
C.
morning. Hey, I heard Big Shrimpin was at the that swap yesterday in the Cichlid Club of York.
Yeah, that's what Vinay was
Yeah,
telling
color
me.
guppies, yeah. That's cool. Didn't know you were local, man. That's cool. Or at least local enough.
I heard Big Shrimpin got some got a what they call it, puffer. I forget what kind of puffer.
Oh yeah? Nice. That's cool. Buffers are definitely cool. Alright, I think we're good with that. Whatever was on that glass is now off. Let's dry this off so it doesn't rust. Set that over there. Alright, smaller rocks around that bigger rock is what you were saying. You were saying you didn't like it. Maybe if I
Well,
move.
maybe if you put the smaller rocks around it, it would look better. You know, some I don't know.
We'll see. We'll see. Let's use this one. Let's take this one.
Maybe you should do your Stonehenge thing.
Yeah. Actually, do I have those? I still have those. I made them out of Sculpey the one time.
Yeah, but you would need to make it way bigger for this tank.
You know what? I think we're just gonna lay this rock down. Maybe. No. No.
I think it looks better down than up.
Yeah.
That's just my opinion.
I'm gonna go with it.
And
Let's do this.
Big Shrimpin says it was a Congo spotted puffer.
Nice.
I'm not even gonna pretend like I know how to pronounce the other name that he put there. Shodentai.
Shodentai puffer. Shodentai.
Yeah.
I think that's how they. That's definitely cool. That's cool. All right, whatever.
Alashon says that's an idea. Breed Congo puffers in that tank.
That would be cool. That would be cool.
And Big Shrimpin says I live in Hartford Country, MD,
Oh, okay.
Maryland.
Maryland. So yeah. Yeah. That's where
So
Vinay's out in that neck of the woods, Maryland.
about 15 minutes south of where the swap was.
Wow. 15?
Yep.
Wow, that's close, dude. That's awesome.
Sorry, about an hour and 15 minutes.
Yeah, that's well. Still, it's not bad. Yeah, that's. I think it was Color Guppies. You said it was like an hour and a half from the swap, something like that. Maybe a little more.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. I think
And
whatever. This is good enough for now. What do you think?
I think Skipper said he was like 3 hours away from the swap.
Was he? I thought it was less than that, but yeah. Okay, cool. It was 2.5 for
I
me.
think that's what Vinay was saying that he said. I'm not 100% sure. I'm lucky if I remember my name.
I know
What
that
is
feeling.
my name?
Fishymon. Don't forget it.
Really? Is that what's
That's
on
your
my
name.
birth certificate? My
That's
driver's license says Fishymon?
when you were born. Your mom looked at you and said, "This dude is a Fishymon," and then that's what happened. All right. I'm gonna call this good enough for now.
Looker wants to know how the roof repair went.
It's been it hasn't it. There's been a lot of rain this past week, so everything's been kind of held off. It's supposed to come tomorrow. He showed up for a couple hours on Saturday just to do like some prep work last week, and it did nothing but rain the entire week. So I thought it best that he
And
doesn't rip my roof off and then it rained for a week straight. So we decided to
Big
postpone.
Shrimpin says, as Corvus says, it's a scoot and fruity puffer.
Scootin' fruity.
Scoot and fruity.
Shodentai. Scootin' fruity.
And
Fresh and tooty.
this may be your first comment. Debbie says, I quite like that.
Thanks, Debbie.
I'm assuming that she's referring to your scape.
You know what else we got that we can throw in here? You know what? I gotta get these things out of here because this is gonna be a mess.
You need a massive piece of wood, but then you got fish that swim.
Yeah, I'm
That
trying.
use, yeah, the column. So you don't want something that they could
Ram themselves into.
potentially ram into. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I was thinking maybe I would. Well, I have this. I might throw that in there just for sprig of life. I got all these like little fake plants.
I got some fake plants if you want them, brand new in the box. I got them with that 90-gallon that you got, and
Oh
I
yeah.
never took them out the box.
Let me move this out of the way so I can get in here. No, my kid for Christmas bought me a bunch of. Well, this one I bought myself when we were at
AJE says I should give you my big wood.
Do it.
Oh yes, your son got those for you for Christmas. That's
Yeah, well,
nice.
not this one, but the other ones.
All right.
This is the one I got for when I had the what do you call them?
Yeah, a little
The
splash of
cyanodorsals.
color. A little splash of color does the tank good.
For now, we'll see.
Let's see.
We'll see.
Let's see.
We'll see.
Give the black-beard algae somewhere to
Somewhere
cling
else,
on
yeah,
to.
to cling. Exactly. Yeah, at least we're on the same page now. This little guy down there.
Killer Kitty is here. Good morning, Killer
This
Kitty.
little guy over here. Yeah, whatever. Put this back here. Some fake plants, people. Why not? Let's see
Why
how it
not?
does. Why not? What are we hurting here? Got a couple more. And I got this little rock. I don't know if I'm going to use this. Actually, that wouldn't be that bad. See, these are like, this one's like a coral. I don't know if I'm going to use this. It seems coral-like. This one's kind of purplish, maybe.
Hey, you already going with fake plants? What the heck?
No, I mean, just because you're going fake doesn't mean you got to go, like, cheesy. You don't got to go straight to,
Unreal?
like, clown colors here.
Unreal? Cheesy?
You don't got to go straight to clown colors. Like, I don't know if I'm going to use this
Not
puffball.
being cheesy.
It's never easy being cheesy, dude. Do I want this puffball in here?
That's a
There we go.
Paul Stero's line.
Cheese balls?
Yeah.
Cheese
See
bags?
you later, cheese bells.
Cheese bags.
Cheese bags.
All right. I think we escaped it. Good enough. It's good enough for now.
Good enough.
Good enough.
For now.
For now, a little bit.
Yeah.
It's not horrible. I've seen better. I've seen worse.
Seen worse.
I've seen worse.
I've seen worse.
I've seen better. Some, slightly. You know, I'm using what I had on hand here, people. I didn't have, you know, it's not like I have, like...
But not only that, you know,
reusing rocks.
you can't, you gotta take into consideration the fish you're gonna put in there.
Yeah,
and you
true.
know.
True.
So those bioshock will just decimate plants, so.
True.
Yeah.
Now, here's an idea.
You
This is
never
what we.
went to Michael's, did you?
No, that's
And
right
looked
there. It's
for
soak plants and
silk
stuff.
plants
Yeah, that's
or
right. Somebody told me about that. I should have done that. That's not a bad idea. I might still do that. Just pop in maybe. Actually, I think it kind of looks good the way it is with the plants. These little plants. It's not too much. Maybe another one. Bigger ones in the back. Maybe two in the back there would be kind of cool. Maybe one in that far corner. Yeah, I'll keep my eye out.
yeah.
Yeah, why not?
Why not?
Or if we go to like whatever those like Water's Edge again or something like that, maybe we'll take a look at the whatever the plants they got.
Mm.
What was I gonna say? I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, let's talk about moving the fish over.
People, if you ever see me putting plastic plants in my aquarium, shoot me.
Hey people, you want to know why Fishymon's tanks always look so good? Guess what? They're not real plants. I'll spread that rumor. Fishymon uses nothing but fake plants. That's why everything looks so good.
Yeah. I take a picture of somebody else's tank and share it on YouTube.
Some fish you can't just, the plants are like Oscars or like one of those
Exactly.
famous
Exactly.
plant killers.
You can't you just can't do it.
Nope. All right, let's open up a discussion here about transferring the bala sharks to this tank because I don't think there's going to be any way for them to temperature acclimate. Like, I guess I could get a container to float, but that would be a big container.
You know, have a huge plastic bag.
No, I don't. I guess I could get one. I mean, that's an idea. Put them in a bag, float it, but I have to do like one at a time. You think that's a good idea? Maybe I should just get the
Um,
temperature close. Maybe I do a water change on their tank, this tank, get it close to temp, let them acclimate, and then plop and drop.
mm,
Well, I mean, just get them close in temp and then plop and drop. I don't know. What does chat think? What do I do with my phone? Oh, here it is. So should we find some soy to temp? All right, here. This is a good acclimate. Let's do
Ian
this. Why don't we
Ian
do a
says
poll? This is time for a poll. Good. What did Ian
Ian
say?
says, "Hey, plastic plants have their purpose:
Exactly.
to live in a box and never open them back up."
Yeah, that's fair. That is fair. Here, let's put this camera up for a sec here. Whoa, man, what are you doing? What are we stuck on?
3G says plastic plants are for cichlid tanks.
Yep. Or cichlid-like things, I would say. I could agree with that.
Eduardo is here. Good morning.
What's up, Eduardo?
Sorry I'm late. Bite me.
Wow, man, you come in
Move
late and
BDA
you start
Earth.
swinging? Jeez. Eduardo. All right, let's look at it this way. Bam, there we go. Not bad, not bad, not bad, not bad on the screen here. Looking all right. It's not. I'm not hating it. Let's put it that way.
Window Liquor says I would get the temp close on both tanks and plop and drop.
Crib Keeper, you're right. It is easier to get the BBI off of plastic plants. Just pull them out and let them sit. Soak them in some bleach or whatever. All right. What do I need? I need YouTube here. Hang on. Let's go to the tubes of the U.
What are you gonna do? A poll
I'm
on
gonna do a poll.
how
Yeah. Should we
you should
plop and drop or temp acclimate? Right. That's the two. I mean, the water's the same essentially. So my channel. Somebody's live. Yep, 57 people. All right, 57 people, 39 likes. A little light on the likes. Hit them if you haven't. Appreciate it. Okay, let's do a poll. 39 likes.
I'm
Good morning,
hearing
Geek Boy.
an echo.
Appreciate it. Oh yeah, sorry, because I didn't mute that tab. There you go. Apologies.
All right.
I can't hear what you hear, so
Yeah.
I can only hear you. All right, so acclimate fish. We'll do plop, plop, and drop. Temp, acclimate with a container, whether that's a bucket or bag. All right, I think that's good enough. Is there a third option? Nah, it's good enough. I'm not drip acclimating, geez. All right, polls up. Let's see. We'll see what the community says. That run for a few minutes. Okay. I like it. I like the way this is looking. It's not bad. Not bad, man.
No, it isn't. I've seen worse.
I've done worse. Well, here,
So
this is
have
part of the
I.
problem. There we go. There we go. There we go. This is like, this part of the room is like at the max reach of my cables for the to the computer, so you gotta be careful. What I do
Gotta be careful.
Gotta be careful. And it's very easy to trip over the cords. Oh yeah, that's looking good right there.
And we lose you forever.
Oh, you just lose video. You can never lose me.
One can only wish.
Could only hope. Might have been too much.
Are those so those weirs, do they have slots both at the top and the bottom?
Yeah, well, there's like, it's almost like it's got like an inner weir and an outer weir. It's like the weir is two pieces. The inside is a
Alright.
complete shell that goes all the way up to the top. That's the actual where the water flows. The outer weir has these slits in it, and the water kind of can get in down there, but it only comes out over the top. So I guess it enters there and then flows
Alright.
up.
So that, yeah, because otherwise the tank could, like if the pumps were to stop, the
Yeah, it would
tank
drain, right, exactly.
would drain all the way down to the bottom. Right.
Oh shit, that's one thing I didn't even think about. I do need to take water out of this. You just reminded me, good idea. Because I guarantee if the power or the pumps were to stop, that sump would overflow because I added all those rocks. And it's like pretty much at the top of the thing to begin with.
Yeah. You
So,
just suck some out.
that's a good way to find out, right? Let's
Yeah.
do this. Let's, well, I don't want to kill it. Because if I kill it and it's too low, we're going to have water everywhere. Or too full, I mean. So let me drain a little out. Maybe like
Vinay's here. Good morning, Vinay.
What's up, Vinay? Good morning. There's still like crusties on here too from when this was a saltwater tank. I guess it's some sort of barnacle.
On what?
On the weirs, those little black dots you're seeing, or whatever, those brown dots.
Yeah.
It's actually like stuff stuck to the weir. Little coral life forms.
Yeah. I see well-established saltwater tanks always got have these weird things growing all over the back wall and stuff like that.
All right, let's kill the pumps for a sec and see how this works out.
How high the water gets in the
See if I can tilt it down a little. Can you see this?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're keeping an eye on right now. Yeah. A little bit more will come out of this. That's not too bad, actually. I think we're good. Let's take this. It doesn't take long for the weirs to drain, too, so that's kind of nice.
Mm.
It's probably like an extra gallon in there or whatever. This is how I usually determine how much water to put in the system. Is I shut all the pumps off, let all the water kind of settle down, and if the sump is low, I'll top it all the way off. Basically about an inch below the lip. So that if all the power goes off, this is its default state, right? And as long as no water can get out, we're good. Right? Right. So we're a little bit below. Actually, we're kind of like right at where the black rim meets the tank.
Mm.
A little lower on that side. Yeah, a little low. Other than that, I think it's good. So everything's drained. Yep, everything's drained. Let's turn it back on. Cool.
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 Cool. Cool. Cool.
Cool. Cool. Cool. Close that door.
So what? You don't think you're gonna have to put wave maker in there for added circulation?
Honestly,
Is
I don't
what
know.
you're saying?
I don't know. I mean, I could, I guess, if I feel like I need it, but honestly, there is quite a bit of flow with those two pumps at 100%. They're rated
Yeah.
at 1,000, like the 1080 or some 1060 or something like that, gallons per hour. Obviously, nothing runs at 100% efficiency.
Ian says that's a lot of water in the sump.
Yeah, all the way up. Like that's the default state. Full.
Full.
But when it runs, I mean, I don't know. Can you see it now? When it's running, it's about 2-3 inches down from the top.
Mm.
Might get a little bit more than that.
Yeah.
I think that's
see
a good.
it.
I think it's a good way to run the sump. Theoretically, it's 100. No, that's a 30-gallon tank, so it'd be 135 gallons. If it's a bigger 150-gallon tank. Or, I'm sorry, 125 plus 30 would be 155. I'll figure 5 gallons
Yeah.
of space taken out. So it's
100
around
and I
150
would
gallon
say about
volume.
150 volume, total volume.
Not bad, right? I think the ball sharks are gonna love it.
Yeah. Yeah. What temperature is that tank right now?
78 degrees. Well, it might be.
Mm.
It was set at 78. Well, last time I checked it was 78. I could. Where's the thermometer? There you are. Let's take a look. The top of that black rock is 78.4. Top of the sand, 78.5. Back of this weir, 78.5. 77.6. 77.7. What's the tank they're in? Let's see what's they're in. Ball sharks are in currently 81. Wow, that's warm.
Yeah.
Not.
For
I mean,
them,
why is that so warm? I guess the heater might be stuck on.
that's the temperature of my planted tank.
80 degrees is what it is in there. It's a little hot.
I run mine 82 degrees because I got my
That's 3 degrees
zebras in
difference, so
there.
that's not really huge. I'd say anything within 5 degrees is acceptable. Yeah. I'm okay with this tank, honestly. I think it looks alright. Could be better.
Think it's gonna clear up?
Yeah, it's gonna clear up. A lot of that haze actually is like, it looks like there's like it's on the glass. Like I gotta clean the glass, and it's on the back glass is what it really looks like. Like there's
And
like silt on the back glass.
plus you have really no media in that.
There is not. I mean, there's a sponge.
As
There's like one sponge. Speaking of that, we should probably add media. Let's see what do we
Yeah.
got. What we got? If we're gonna be doing these sharks. What
But
time is it?
then the thing is, if you add media
Mm-hmm.
right away, you gotta add a source of
Ammonia.
ammonia to feed the media,
Yeah, I was gonna add the bottle sharks.
to feed the bacteria.
I was gonna add the bottle sharks.
Oh, you was gonna add them right in today.
I was thinking about it. I don't see any reason why to. I mean, maybe let the tank settle down a little bit after I stirred it all up.
All right.
I do have a bunch of biomedia, like the ceramic media. I also have some sponges that are covered in blackbird algae. What is this? Oh yeah, more media in a bag. Yeah. I think anything we use would be great.
Yeah.
I do need to get more media though. That's one thing I should check out. I was tempted. All right, so there's another question. What you know, there's the lava rock thing that you could just buy a chunky lava rock and throw it in there. That's the cheapest option, right? It's
Right.
actually one of the ways I might go. I could also do the ceramic media, like the beads or the balls or the whatever the hell, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who was it saying that Higer? Actually, this is an idea. Maybe I should contact Higer, man. That would be a bad idea. Maybe we'll wait and put the sharks in here for now, or maybe not. But somebody was saying that Higer makes those like bricks, those biomedia brick things. You ever see those? I think King of DIY did
Yeah.
a video on something like that. I don't know if those were Higer ones
Yeah.
or not, but they're similar than that. I'm gonna have to call and check them out. Maybe I'll pick some up. Can't imagine that'd be a bad idea.
Maybe you should drop a few snails in there.
Yeah, let's do that. I see one ram's horn right here. Come here, you. There you go.
One is such a lonely number.
And now he's floating. I threw him in, and all he did was float. Sink, dude. he's thinking about it. Parasnailing. I
Uh,
can't reach it.
KJE saying get a bottle of Fritz Zyme
It's
7 and dose that.
yes, you could dose that too. But I have
And
plenty of
Ian is
established
saying
media.
drop a bucket of matrix in the sump. Call it a day. Call it good.
I don't know what Matrix is. What is
Yeah,
Matrix?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Matrix, Matrix the movie.
The red pill, blue pill.
Yeah. What is Matrix? Who makes Matrix, Ian? And I take it it's a media. CCAM Matrix.
Yeah, is it media?
Uh, I would assume so.
Yeah, I'm not too worried about the beneficial bacteria. I mean, I can always seed this from another tank. I'm just talking about like what
The biomedia.
permanently housing the media or the yeah.
CCAM Matrix overpriced for what it is. Says KJE.
Everything is overpriced, honestly. Ooh. I don't know if it's doing anything, but I'm gonna try it.
You know what I tried out one time? Biohome.
Oh yeah. How'd that
Those
work out?
little Tootsie Rolls, like.
Yeah. How'd it work out?
I don't, as compared to what? I don't know. You know what I mean?
I mean, did it work? I mean, you had a problem with it? Anything?
No problems. I mean,
I have no idea if this is helping. I can see some of it just come off. Hang on. You get over here. This is right where the power plug is. That's why it's so hard. Trying to get some of that white stuff off the whatever that is on the back. Oh, I just stuck my armpit in there. Jeez, dude. Well, I'm soaked. Yep, good enough. I stirred it into the water column. Let's give that a few. Settle down. Oh god, I'm in y'all. The rib. Okay, I guess we can close this lid for now. I gotta get a knob for that one. Kids going back to college today. It's vacation's over.
What a shame.
Yeah, I just heard him getting ready. Yup. And I don't think I'm gonna see him before his birthday. So.
I just heard
Zozer.
Zozer bark.
Zozer the Zozarian. Zozo
Zozer the
Malozo.
Zozarian.
Yup. Zozali Del Barco. These are her names. She's Zozo of the Barkers. This is like... It's like sometimes there's this scale on this glass, I guess, from when the guy had it. Probably should have cleaned this a lot better than I did.
Patty says, "Good morning, everybody. Did this rude DB say good morning, everybody?"
Yes, this
I
dirtbag did.
do know a thing or two about rude DBs.
Guessing DB stands for dirtbag. Or maybe something, same
I
four-letter
could
word.
think of a few other things that it stands for.
A few other four-letter words. Alright, that's good enough, whatever. Alright, oh yeah, we had the poll run. Let's see, it's been a long time now. We can end this poll, right? See where we're at.
Yeah,
Oh, let me get the coffee.
I think it's plop and drop for the poll.
Yeah, baby, pop and drop. Let's see. Boo, boo, boo. End this poll.
And Robert
Look at
says,
that.
"Give the kid a few Benjamins."
Don't worry, he's gonna get some. It's usually what we do for birthdays, Christmas these days. You know, he's gonna be 20. It's not much you can buy a 20-year-old anymore. Especially a college 20-year-old. He wants cash.
Condoms.
He wants cash. He can buy his own condoms with cash. He can buy his own drugs with cash. He can buy his own alcohol with cash. He can buy his own books with cash. Whatever the hell he wants to do with cash, it works.
Hell, you could give me some cash.
He's a good kid. Can't complain at all. I don't know how
How
I
about
ended up
you
with
give
such a
me
good kid,
some cash?
but I did. Yeah, good luck with that.
Patty says, "It ends in a bag, but it doesn't start with dirt."
D-bag.
There are other four-letter words, you know.
Did this
I mean, there
poll...
are other words that begin with D.
Oops, I didn't mean it. I always forget if I go to the screen, it bleeds through. All right, well, I guess if we're gonna catch some fish, let's catch some fish. I think 80 degrees to 78 is too much. I think that's fine.
But you got no media in there though.
I just said I could add media from the other sump.
Oh.
And that driftwood
Okay.
I just took from their tank, so there's probably bacteria on that.
Yeah,
I'm not saying it's enough bacteria, but it's definitely a start.
And
I have two sumps that are already fully established for 3 years now with the media in there. I can just throw the established media in the sumps. But did we ever find out what matrix was? Chem matrix? Is that a media or is that like a chemical?
Yeah, it's a media,
Okay.
obviously.
Well, I didn't know. That's why I asked. We were talking about it, and Keith said something about Fritzheim. So like that's not a media. That's a bacteria.
But no, matrix is matrix, CCAM matrix is a media.
Okay. Maybe.
It's like a porous rock. It's like pumice.
Like pumice.
You know what pumice is?
Pumice. All right, I'll say
Pumice. Is that how you pronounce it?
pumice.
Pumice rock.
Pumice. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I know it. Pumice.
The thing people used to grind dead flesh off their feet and stuff.
Yes. Right. What do they call them? Pumice stones? Yeah.
It's kind of like that, but I guess I don't know if it is exactly that, but yeah.
CCAM Matrix seems like is it? It's probably expensive. Seems expensive.
Well, CCAM, yeah,
Yeah, it's got that
CCAM's a
name. It's got that CCAM
expensive
name.
brand.
I kind of well, maybe it's better for I don't know. It's good. Not that you got to be careful like if you're using stuff in salt water too. You got to make sure it ain't gonna be like broken down, right? The media you're using. So I think maybe that's why CCAM you got to get the right media. I'm not saying that. I mean, salt water is corrosive, right?
Mm. Mm.
I could see it breaking things down.
Like those blocks that you was talking
Oh
about.
yeah, what is
To me, that looks like pumice or pumice.
Yeah, okay, here it is. Higher aquarium filter media. Let's see if I can. Well, let's let this page resolve. HigerOnline.com. Show the desktop here. $42 for 40 ceramic things. That's actually not too shabby. Figure that's like a little more than a buck a piece.
Mm.
Stabilizes pH values. I wonder how it does that.
How does it do that?
Maybe it's just got some sort of what is the word? Bicarbonates, right? That's
So
what.
what does it do though? Make it higher or
It's probably
lower?
made out of something like concrete or whatever that's got lime in it, or yeah, limestone, or whatever. Something that's gonna stabilize your pH with your whatever. What's the word? The bicarbonates, the KH.
Mm.
I'm
So
assuming.
it what neutralizes it?
No, it's kind of like it'd be the same thing as adding aragonite. These
All
things might
right.
be made out of something like that, like some mineral that's just going to
Mm.
slowly dissolve over time and keep your pH at a
Mm.
steady thing, as opposed to crashing.
Mm. Mm. Comprende, amigo.
Following me here?
Yeah.
Picking up what I'm putting down?
Yeah.
Are you flushing what I'm dropping? All right, yeah, it's whatever. Ideas.
But you see what is good about that is you could stack it. Stackable.
Oh, what is that? This is what Ian's saying here. Hang on. Oops. Every time I see media like that, it's super brittle. It does seem like it'd be brittle, right? Well, those like those little rings and stuff, those are always kind of brittle too, I've noticed. So yeah. Delicate.
Yeah, cause like the bio home that I got, I noticed it you know when I rinse it and stuff, it always lets go a fine kind of dust. You know, it's like it's breaking down.
Right.
Definitely is.
Yeah, right. Well, maybe that's got like the same thing in it. Maybe it's maybe the same stuff to kind of help stabilize pH and stuff, or whatever. Whatever that.
Bio balls matrix are great too, says Eduardo.
Lava rock and matrix can clog. Bio balls don't clog, but which is better? I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. Well,
Well, if you ask me, everything can clog eventually.
that's why you put shrimp in the sumps. So they eat all that dead stuff that's clogging up the things and they unclog it for you. They're like little garden tenders.
Yeah, they
The
can
bio,
do the surface, but they can't get inside of it.
dude, those little shrimpy claws, they can get into some spots.
But like Biohome, the guy who made it or whatever,
Yeah.
the pond guy from
Oh, is that who did it?
England,
Oh no,
I
I was thinking
think
of
so.
Greg Wistock or whatever is the pond guy, the pond guru. Or, no, the pond guy.
No, not the American guy, the English guy.
Okay.
And this he claims that it creates two different um, bacteria, aerobic and anaerobic.
Mm.
Aerobic on the outside, anaerobic on the inside. Starving for oxygen on the inside, plenty of oxygen on the outside,
Laxatives helps with clogs.
thus creating a complete cycle. But I don't know how true, if it really does or doesn't.
Yeah, we
You know,
need science behind this, man. Honestly,
I don't know if it really does or doesn't. I still do water changes. You know, I still,
I need a
you know,
I need a microscope. Got to identify these bacterias.
mm,
Submit them for testing.
can you physically just look at bacteria and identify them?
Probably not. Maybe I don't know. I'm sure there's
You'd
ways.
have to be a
Sure, you gotta
biologist
stain
or
them and
something,
whatever,
wouldn't
and what stain sticks can determine certain kinds of.
you? Yeah.
Isn't it with that? That's how they determine gram negative, gram positive by what dye sticks on what bacteria. I don't know.
But that's what
But even that's a
the
vague term.
plenum claims to do as well.
Yeah,
You
same idea.
know?
Yep, same idea.
Yeah. Create a oxygen starved
Yeah.
layer and a oxygen enriched layer, thus creating two different types of bacteria.
Well, here's like I
You
think what
know?
do they say? Anaerobic and aerobic, right? But there is the term anoxic's kind of like that weird one that's thrown in there that like it's anaerobic means it doesn't use oxygen, right?
Right. And it uses up it turns the nitrates back into
What's up, Skipper?
doesn't it supposedly change the consume the nitrates and turn it back into
Nitrogen and O2.
ammonia or something?
Well, nitrate is what? Like NO4?
Which is
NO3?
the end product of
Nitrates.
the nitrates, right? Which you normally get rid of with water changes, but apparently the
NO2 is nitrous oxide, so it has to be NO3 is nitrites, and NO4 would be nitrates.
right, and supposedly you get rid of it with the water changes, but the anaerobic bacteria consumes it and changes it back to ammonia or something like that, and thus perpetuating the cycle. Isn't that what's supposed to happen? And then the aerobic bacteria will consume it
Sorry.
again,
So
turning
my
it
son,
back
he was just
into
leaving.
nitrites and
Yeah, well, NO. All right, so the whole idea is that like, well, see that's where that anoxic term comes in, right? So if it's the thought behind it is there's a bacteria that forms in a very low, no oxygen environment, or there's no free oxygen, like the oxygen isn't in the water column freely. It's bound to something, like nitrate. is NO4. So there's 4 oxygen molecules that are attached to the nitrogen, but they're locked in, right? Somehow the thought is anoxic bacteria, or there's a bacteria that can do both. Like when it's
Breaks
in
the
an
bond.
oxygen, when it's in an oxygen environment, it consumes oxygen freely. If it's in a poor oxygen, low oxygen, no free oxygen environment, it will become, I think the word is heterotrophic, something where it changes its way it works, and then it can consume the nitrate and break the bond between the oxygen and the nitrogen,
Right,
where
to
it becomes
consume
off
the
as
oxygen.
NO, nitrogen gas, right? NO2 maybe, nitrous oxide, and then the other O2 is what it consumes.
Oh, and that gas is off?
Yeah, and nitrous oxide is a gas, so yeah, it'll gas off.
Hmm. Select Pet says,
That's the idea, anyway.
start a GoFundMe for Jason to get a microscope.
Yeah, there we go. You know what's really sucks is I got one from my kid, like not a great one, like when he was a kid. You know, you get your kid a microscope kit, right? Blah blah blah. And
Mm.
I'm like, this is cool. And he used it like a handful of times, and it sat in his room forever. But like when I was like, he was getting ready to go to college, I'm like, yo, clean out your room, blah 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 blah. He threw all this stuff out. I'm like, oh yeah, where'd that microscope? He's like, oh, I threw that out. I'm like, you threw that microscope out? No. You little bastard. Nitrifying process is what we call a cycle, but there's another half where the denitrifying bacteria pulls oxygen off the NO3 to make it nitrogen gas. Yeah, exactly.
Hmm. That
Was I
was
right with the NO4,
exactly what
NO3?
I was told.
Yeah, exactly. NO3 is
I was
nitrite, isn't
trying to
it?
explain that in, a less poetic way.
Well, I guess it would eat the nitrites too, but I think that's nitrate. I don't know. I got one of those test kits over here that has this stupid thing on it. I think. No, I don't. No, I threw those boxes out. Yeah, I don't know. Do I have it?
Because it's a lot. It's the what nitrates that are less toxic to fish than the
Nitrates, yeah.
nitrite.
Yeah, nitrites are deadly.
Right.
And then there's like, what is it? Some are more deadly than the others, right? From what I understand, like
Mm.
in saltwater tanks, nitrates are
Like says,
not as
NO2
deadly.
is nitrite,
Isn't NO2 nitrous oxide? Or is that NO?
and
Isn't they
NO3
call it
is
NO2 is called
EN.
NOS because the 2 looks like an S, so they call it NOS, nitrous oxide. NO2. I'm pretty sure
and
that's right. I'm going to look this up. We're going to look this up. We need confirmation.
NO3 is nitrate.
Not saying you're wrong, but I'm saying I don't believe you.
I'm just reading the chat, man.
All right, let's see. Nitrite is, look at that, NO2. You are right.
Right, nitrite.
So what is nitrous oxide? Let's see this. This is where I'm confused. Nitrous oxide.
N2O.
Oh, is that what it is? Maybe.
That's what Select Bet says.
Yep, N2O. Yep. Okay, cool. All right. That's my confusion. There we go.
Yeah,
So NO3 is nitrates. Okay.
nitrate.
And that's the other confusing thing because a lot of times anything with an 8 is a 4 and an 8 is a 3. No. No. Yes. I don't know. Whatever. Nitrate. Nitrites. This is too much. All right. Well, now we figured it out.
Mm. So are the fish going in today?
Well, why not? I'm gonna plop and drop. I was giving it like 15 minutes or so to like cycle around, get some of
Oh,
the.
I thought you said you was gonna. Oh, my bad. I thought you said you was gonna get the some kind of new media and
Well, I was gonna steal media from my other sumps to
yes,
seed the tank,
but
but I don't think that's gonna be enough media for the tank. right?
All right. Oh, so you'd seed it,
Right. And
plop the
then,
fish in, and then get
right, I'd order
the rest of the media,
I'd order the media like
brand
right
new
now,
media.
right, or whatever. Find somewhere that's got it and go
Mm.
pick it up.
What's up, Skipper?
Skipper.
He's
Yes.
asking what's going on with the tank.
We just scaped it. And we're about to put some bala sharks in it, I think. Oh, all the other fish too.
Mm. Yeah, but you don't want an ammonia spike
Yeah, I know.
by
Well,
dropping all the fish in.
well, all right. Here's the deal. It is a 70 or 125 gallon, 150 gallons worth of water, right? It's gonna take a little while for that to get like funky. I'm not saying like you shouldn't be on it. I'm just saying like if I had an uncycled tank, it would probably take a week before it started getting like to the point where it was getting bad. If I did nothing, right?
Yeah.
I think.
Well, if I was you and I dropped all the fish in today, I would keep a close eye on it.
Oh yeah,
You
I
know.
do like so usually when I do that stuff, if I even when I seed the tank with bacteria, I usually squeeze the sponge out. I'm probably do that right now actually, since if we're gonna sit here and talk about it. But
Select says, just drop the fish in. Come on. Do your water change. You'll be
yeah, see
fine.
that's what I'm saying. Just stay up on the water changes. You seed the tank with the bacteria, you put the fish in, and then you keep doing water changes like every other day, every third day for like weeks, like 2 to 3 weeks.
Mm,
And then the tank balances itself out, and then you're probably good to go.
yeah.
Like I'll do a water change like every other day for not a big one, just like something decent to keep the make sure you're getting fresh water going in there. And then
Yeah.
yeah, and then slowly over like the next week I'll do it every third day, and then the week after that I'll do it like once, twice a week. You know what I mean? And then by then the bacteria should have like adjusted itself. The other thing I could do is take some of the sponges. Actually, that's not a bad idea. I could just take the sponges that are in
And
the
wring
bala
them out.
shark tank now, wring them out, and just stick them in the sumps,
Mm,
right?
mm. Yeah.
Or at least there are 3 stacks here. We can look at this.
Yeah, because you got you got
Let me,
bacteria growing all over that stuff
yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Let me
right
switch
now.
the, oh, well, there's no light
That's
on it.
what cycled that tank. That's
Right. If you look at this,
yeah.
there's
Well,
three sponges in there, but we can
that
barely
and
see it.
everything else in the tank.
So I could take the sponges out, wring them in the tank. I could keep one
And
in
drop
here
them
so
in the
that the
sump
back,
for
well,
now.
yeah. I want to break this tank down anyway and clean it and like rescape it and all that. So I don't know about cleaning it, but well, get the algae off of it. I want to revamp how this tank gets done.
Mm.
I'm not going to use the lava rock. I might actually use the lava rock in the saltwater
Well,
tank.
that tank looks so small compared to your
I know,
125.
doesn't it? It does. All right, but I guess I should wring the sponges out first before I put the fish in.
Now, later, what's the difference?
Well, I just don't want to be all cloudy as hell. It's gonna be all cloudy as hell.
Alright, do it now. It's gonna be cloudy anyhow you look at it.
I know. It is. You are correct. But I think it'll be all right.
It'll be okay. You think the pH of the boat tanks are the same?
Uh, Probably close. I mean, I could test it, I guess.
Barbara Jackson, good morning.
Can't hurt to test, right? I guess we could test.
Yeah.
Hang on. Let me wring this out first. Then we'll test it. Better run, little Lily. better run away, little Lily.
Before he gets you
She's
wet.
she's a curious little kitty, and she wants to be in on this. I guess I could have switched cameras.
Oh my gosh, it's blurry.
What is the camera?
Yeah,
Hang on.
it just went blurry. Blurry.
Let me change the camera. Because you guys are just looking at a blank tank. It did go blurry. Probably because I got it wet. I'm going to wring the sponge out on this. Then I'm going to stick this one in the sump.
Mm.
Whoops. Okay. Don't shoot it all over the top of the tank.
Oh, you have seeded it. Look at that, man. Alex says he's telling me to quit stalling him. I want to see the fish in the new tank before noon.
Damn it! I blame Kirk for all of this. Alright, let's throw this in the sump. This can live in here for whenever, till whenever.
Yeah.
I'm gonna rescape this tank anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll keep the one in there for now. Oh, take it easy, sharks. Those sharks get so skittish, man.
Yeah.
That's one thing that's, you know, kind of scary about them.
Are you gonna have to like drain some water from that tank to get them?
Oh, maybe. I have a huge net. Jesus, dude. Huge net. We'll get to that in a second. Oh, this is gross. I shouldn't. That might have been too much. We're definitely seated now. And I'll stick this in the other side. Getting water all over the
Skipper
floor.
thinks you only needed to do one.
Yeah, well, I had to. So I guess we gotta let that clear up, huh? Probably gonna be a few minutes. Considering there's not much in the sump.
I think you could start bringing the fish over.
You think? Yeah, I'm gonna stir up the tank anyway.
The cloudiness might calm them a bit.
It's
I
true.
don't know.
That's actually not. It's probably true, actually. Come to think of it. I just worried that maybe.
I'm just
I'll give it a
talking
couple
out my
minutes.
butt
I'll
right
give it a
now.
minute. I'll give it a minute. Let's give it 5 minutes. All right. We can discuss something for 5 minutes.
So, what about this crazy weather we've been
It's
having?
been nuts, huh? Nothing but rain. I think this week's supposed to be
Mm.
nice. It's supposed to get cold though.
Yeah.
Hopefully I get my roof on, like fixed.
Yeah.
These Gertrudes are like going crazy with each other.
I would not be mad if we had no snow.
Yeah. Well, considering the way my rib feels right now, I definitely don't want to be shoveling. That would not be fun. Oh. That just hurts me thinking about it. Man, look at this black-beard algae, man. This is epic.
Patty says snow tomorrow, fellas.
Ugh. Thanks, Patty. Thanks for ruining everything. All right, let's show this net. This is the net I got. Bought this net specifically to move these ball sharks. You may think this is overkill, but this is actually just the right size for the freaking ball sharks. Oops. Telescoping. I don't even think I need that, honestly. This is going to make a lot of mess, man. Let's get ready. Ooh.
Apparently, there's gonna be a swap in Lancaster.
I just read that on the 25th of March. I'm there. That's the one that we went to last year at the same time.
That fish place.
That fish place, that pet place.
Yeah.
Met Skipper there.
The
Jennifer
pet
Weaver was
store.
there. Vinay, you, me.
Vinay.
Who else was there?
Steve.
Fishroomer.
Fishroomer.
Fishroomer was there. I'm trying to remember who all went with out to eat with us. It was you, me, Jennifer,
We also what's his name was
Vinay,
there too.
Skipper, Skipper's wife, kid.
Lefty.
That's right, Lefty was there. That's who I was forgetting. I knew there was somebody else that was there I was forgetting. Lefty.
Yeah, we went and ate at that brewery place
That was
after.
actually a really good place, man. What did I was talking to Vinay about? I got that pulled pork sandwich, man. That thing was epic. I actually still think about how good that was. Whoa. Here, you know what? I should put the camera on this so you can see me catching some baller sharks.
Yeah. Instead of seeing your cloudy ass tank flare up.
Look here, man. You're gonna see a cloudy ass tank clear up. It's probably gonna take me just that long to get the baller sharks over there. I should. What do I do with that little tray? There it is. There it is. There it is. Put this here so that I can at least try and keep the water off the floor.
Are the catfish in the
Whoa, look at that.
is the
I just caught
catfish in the
like,
pleco in there too?
yes, they are in here. How many did I just catch? 3, 5? Looks like I caught 5 Buenos
It
Aires
just
tetras.
went blurry again.
Damn that camera. Hold on, it's probably because the lens is dirty. I just caught 5 of the Buenos Aires tetras, so we're gonna put them all in the tank.
Skipper says we ate at the Flag Brewery. Tattered Flag Brewery.
Yeah, that was a nice place.
Brewery.
Brewery.
And still works.
Yeah, that was nice. I liked it. Good food.
Yeah, and they got like a gazillion different types of beer.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, that camera's still blurry.
Oh yeah, that's right. I gotta fix that. Hold on. I think it's because the light's really dim right here. Let's see if I can do anything to brighten it. Is it still blurry?
Yeah. Nah.
Okay. All right. All right.
So what did you just catch there? A bala shark?
What I had just put in the tank were some of the Buenos Aires. I caught.
Oh.
Apparently, I caught 3 or 6, 5 of them, something like that. Dude, just take it easy, man. It's better if you stop resisting. I'm worried about this dude like flying right out of the tank. Is what I'm. Oh my god. Jesus Christ.
They're like a tarpon.
Whoa! Let's get him in the tank. Whoa! Stop flipping out, dude. For 2 seconds. You'll be alright. Jeez Louise. Alright, so much for not getting wet. Hopefully this is the last time I gotta move these guys. Get in the net. Your life will be infinitely better. Where'd you go? There you go.
Resistance is futile.
Stop resisting.
That's Jeremy's coat, not mine.
Oh, I gotcha. Just stay there.
Flop and drop.
I think I got one of the Buenos too. Buenos. Dude, these guys, I did get one.
Killer Kitty would prefer if you switch to the other camera so we can see the release tank.
I guess we could do that too. We done seeing me doing this? Flop and drop, yeah, exactly. All right, so far, I think you can see the one in the bottom corner there.
Yeah.
All right, let me get that out of the net. I got one more big one to catch. Well, poly shark anyway. I got the, what do you call it to catch yet too? Pleco and Oplocat. I gotta check the heater on this tank. Apparently it's really warm in here. Don't hurt yourself, buddy.
Damn, the fish look pretty colored up, man, for being
Stressed.
stressed. Yeah.
Exactly. All right, ball of sharks are in. All three of them. Let's try and get the stragglers. What do we got? We got the Pleco.
And the Hoplo.
And the Hoplo.
And
Come on, Pleco.
don't you have a
Did I get him? I got him.
a loach?
Yep. Zebra loach. I just got the Pleco. Dude, this Pleco is huge.
Should have measured him.
Really? Okay. Now what do we need? The Hoplo. The loach. See the loach and the Hoplo right here. Come here, Chico. That's the Hoplocat's name, by the way.
Why is it always the last, too?
Why is it always what? The last?
Yeah, the catfish, you know?
Well, because
They're
they like to
always the
hide.
last to get caught.
He likes to hide.
Damn, them for being, caught in a net and transferred to a whole 100% water change. Those fish look pretty colored up, man.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good thing.
The tetras are like,
Dude, there's so much water all over the floor here. Jeez. All right, what do I need?
come
The
on, man, you
loach.
got concrete floors. You
I
can.
know. It doesn't mean I want to clean it. I guess technically I did just clean it by putting water all over it. Come on, loach. I see you, man. Let's go this way. Go that way. Go to the other side of the tank. There you go. There you go. Keep going. We'll get you down that way. Get out of the way. Nope, nope. Perfect. I got you, dude. I got you. But technically, loach. Well, I think there's still some Buenos Aires tetras in there yet. This guy's the oldest dude in my fish room.
Alashon said, spillage rage.
More like flipping out fish rage. All right, let's put this back on here so this stops making a huge racket. There we go. Oh, never mind. Forgot it was aquarium co-op. It likes to fall apart all the time. I really do not like their sponge filters. I do not think I'm buying any more of them.
The Coop's sponge filters?
Yeah, I'm not impressed. It's a little too porous, and the stupid airstone always falls off. Every single freaking time, and it drives me nuts. Like you bump it, the airstone falls off. It's like, god damn it. Using their airline, their airstones.
I don't even use airstones with mine.
Well, that's like too much air then, man. Then you got to use a valve somewhere to kind of kick it back.
It goes boop 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 boop.
Yeah, just. Yep, I mean they're all right. They're not bad. My experience is they're a little too porous.
I sell sponge filters.
There you go. KJEAquatics.com.
Somebody drop that discount link.
Yeah, I think I could do that. Remember, you can get off. Mouse, there it is. There you go. Sponge filters, foods, plants, supplies, botanicals. Good stuff.
Alison says you gotta keep streaming until the tank clears.
There we go. Let me, I can't see in this tank, so I can't even see the Buenos Aires Tetris. Let me
You
get the
mean the old
flashlight.
tank?
Yeah, the old tank, because I took the lights off. Those bottle sharks seem to look like they're pretty happy in there. Might need a smaller net. I know there's at least one more Buenos Aires Tetra in here. Where are you, buddy? Are you in here? Maybe I did get them all.
Look at that. The Tetras are schooling in the 125.
Actually, I might have gotten them all. I don't see them all. Let me pull that out. Let's let that sit for a minute. Is there a fish there? I don't see any fish in here. Maybe I did get them all. I know I got one by accident. All right, hang on a sec. All right, I'll be right back. I gotta pee really bad, so let me take care of that, and I'll be right back. Entertain the folks, man.
So, Patty, you think the stream should start at 10 instead of 9? Yep, the bala sharks are in already, Ian. Actually, I think all the fish that were in the 75 are in. He has bala sharks in there. He has the Buenos Aires tetras, the hoplocat, or whatever, the pleco, the enormous pleco, and a loach, a zebra loach, I think it is. They're all in there. And the Buenos Aires tetras seem to have already colored up in there. And they're schooling, swimming back and forth. They seem to be loving life already.
Yup. All right. Sorry about that.
Patty says that she thinks the stream should start at 10 because she's thinking of the West Coast friends.
Oh yeah. That's that's fair. It ain't gonna change anything, but it's good to think about them.
Thank you, Patty, for thinking of them.
They can tune in at 10. I'll still be here. All right. I think I might have gotten all the fish. All right, we're just gonna keep this tank over here, chilling out. I don't see any more fish. I got the bala sharks, I got the pleco, I got the cat, and I got the loach. So everything else anything would be in this tank would be Buenos Aires tetras. That would be left. I think I might have grabbed them all. Intentionally or unintentionally.
I just seen the hoplocat.
All right, let me.
He's right in the front.
Yeah, I am not seeing. I think I got everybody. Man, I have no idea how that happened. Just
No idea
unintentionally got
happened.
all the fish out of the tank in one shot. Man, that's like a first. All right, I was gonna add some bio media. I had these little pouches of media. Wow, that was a big pouch, not a little pouch. Oh man, it's covered in black-root algae, but it's like whatever bio rings in a bag or balls. I think these are for Eheim. Took all this like the sump media, whatever those beads, balls. Boom.
Yeah, but you need something to to trap the floating particulates
Yeah, there is a
so to
sponge in
clear
there.
up.
There is a sponge. It's not. I mean, it's not a fine sponge. It's not like a polishing sponge, but I'd say it's probably medium coarseness, maybe a little bit finer. I used all that sponge material. Here, I could show you. Hang on.
Maybe you don't have any filter floss, so you could drop in
I
there
don't.
just to clear the tank up
I
to
don't.
your adoring
But I
fans.
don't know if you can see it, but there is a sponge that all the water that comes in gets filtered through this big sponge. And then as it goes
Mm-hmm.
down through, there's sponges underneath this baffle and that baffle. So the water has to go underneath the second sponge before it goes to the pumps.
Yeah.
So it is getting filtered through a sponge.
Maybe
It's
you
just
don't
not
have
a
any
fine sponge.
filter floss.
Did I just say no? I just
Filter.
said no. I don't.
Oh, you said no.
I said no.
Okay.
No means no, man.
Okay. Go pull some out of your pillow or something.
Yeah, maybe. My pillows have, I don't know if that would be good. Who knows what's in those pillows?
Dead flesh.
Exactly.
I mean,
Sorts of weird bugs.
dry flesh.
Things crawling from my ears out.
Spider mites.
Yup.
Yeah, but it would be fish food.
There you go. Might cause an ammonia spike though. 67 people watching. All right. Right on. If you guys have not hit that like, please do so. If you're not subscribed, I would really appreciate that too. Jason, you need some filter
Yes,
floss?
sir.
I
Yes,
know, I
sir.
do. I do. Query Life stuff. Yeah, chat number matches the episode. Very cool. 69. Let's see if we can get
Yes,
69
sir.
likes. Where are we at? 48.
Oh, I forgot to like.
Dude, that would be.
Sorry.
There we go. We only need, what, 10, 20 more? 20 more likes, and we're at 69, 69, 69.
Yeah. Cool, cool, cool.
Two return
Them
pump
ballast
chambers. Why not
start.
two pumps in one chamber? Because the way I designed it, I wanted all the water to flow in from one spot and then pump out to the, I don't know, the way the tank I got, it's drilled, right? There's the bottom of the glass was drilled. There's two bulkheads on the left, two bulkheads on the right. That, one's for a drain, one's for a fill. So I figured I'd have the drains come in the middle and then just flow out to the sides. And it's designed that if anything fails, one side can pump. One side fails, the other side picks up the slack. Obviously, it's going to pump slower, but it'll still function. The only foresight, the only issue I had was that I should have equalized a way to equalize those two chambers before I put the baffles in. But that's what that little
Which you have
water bridge was for.
rectified with the PVC pipe bridge.
Stuff. You know me, I'm not me on the easy stream without busting balls. Steph is always busting balls. Where is my mouse? There it is. Yeah, look at that hoplicat.
B money symbol hashtag LS.
Yes. Could be bowls. She could be busting your bowls.
Select says, "Oh, we're asking questions about the pump again."
Yeah, see last week's stream we
Yeah,
discussed the two
Ian,
pumps.
Ian missed last week's stream. We discussed all the ramifications of the two pumps
Two
in
pump
depth.
system. Two
Yes.
pump system. Yeah, I
Two
mean it's the
pumps,
same idea.
one
It just
sump.
functions a little differently. Same idea.
Two pumps, one sump.
My bowls, yeah, the bowls. Or bowls.
Busting your
BOWLS.
bowls. Your bowls.
Pack a bowl contest. Oh, speaking of which, new year, only a couple months.
Yeah. You mean until a full year from when we
We did the
set up
contest the
our
first.
bowls?
Yeah, or it started the
Yeah,
contest.
yeah. Hopefully mine will still be in existence.
Yeah, you never know, right?
Hopefully I haven't nuked it.
Look at that. According to my what I'm looking at right now, I now have 450 subscribers. Right on, people. Thank you.
Great. That's awesome,
I'm
man.
almost there. I can almost go to the Clash
Yeah,
as a
50 away.
YouTuber.
As a YouTuber,
I
get
got a
that
50,
discount.
50 by September. I think maybe if I get like one a month, I'll be all right. No, I'll still be a little short.
Get Jason
I need
to
two a
the.
month.
Come on, people, we can do it. Get Jason to the Clash at the discounted rate.
Is there going to be a season 2 and Pack a Bowl? Maybe. I think we are. I think we're talking about it. New bowl for a new season? Maybe.
Yeah, or maybe we may
I
just
do
change it
have.
up altogether. Do something else. Who knows?
But we will do something, I'm sure. Seems to be like,
Time will tell.
yeah.
But yeah, we'll definitely do something.
But that, yeah, I think we run that in May, so we got a couple months. Take it easy.
Yeah, to figure it out.
Figure it out. Get some ideas
The
going in
fish.
your head. Start gathering your materials. Get a bowl. That's the first thing.
Have you checked this out? The fish seem to be like, exploring their new home.
Yeah, I have been looking at this. All the sharks are looking. They're like, wow, we
Yeah,
got room.
they're like, damn,
What do we do here? It's like
we
a little,
just moved up in the world.
like it's still,
Check out the pleco, man. The pleco's like exploring.
yeah. That'd be cool. I
So
do want to get some
so's the
denison barbs for this tank. I thought about getting them first and putting them in there, but
mm,
I was afraid that they'd be too small because those baller sharks are pretty
mm,
big, and sometimes you get those. They're like babies when you get them.
yeah.
So I figure I'll get them and grow them out in another tank until they get a little bit bigger.
Or maybe you could get some more of those Buenos Aires tetras.
Yeah, I think well, maybe. I
They
don't know if I
seem
do
pretty
the.
cool, but
They
the
are pretty cool.
school's like kind of small.
Yeah, it has dwindled over the years. There might be a loner
And I
floating
mean,
out in the other tank yet too. So
especially seeing how you got a bigger tank now, you know what I
that's
mean?
true. I could get more. I'd probably get some more of them, and then I might get like maybe like the red and blues or something.
Hmm.
Colombian reds, red and blues,
Yeah.
something cool. We'll see. I got ideas.
Patty says, yes, Pack a Bowl season 2. I have 2 bowls going now.
Nice.
Hmm.
Yup. Good morning, Daniken.
Kenny,
Kenny.
good morning.
You're not a moderator. There you go. There you go, Kenny. All right, the kid is leaving. Drive safe.
You didn't go hug him?
No, I did when you were talking. He came down here. He was going to his mom's to pick up whatever stuff he had left there, and then he was heading out. He's got like a 4-hour drive back to school.
Ian says, I think Rosine Barbs would look nice with them.
Yeah,
Not sure if compatible,
I think
but
they
I
are.
think they can get chunky size.
Yeah, I just don't know. Like when you first get them, diamond tetras would go well with the bonus sharks. Yeah, there's a couple that would go really well. Obviously, the bigger tetras would be the way to go.
Yeah, yeah.
And even though, like, the thing is, I can't get them when they're too. Like, if I get them small, then I got to give it some time before I put them in there.
Right.
Because those baller sharks, believe it or not, are a lot bigger than they
Yeah,
they
but do
look.
they ever like chase down?
No, but my experience is if they can put it in their mouth, they will. So,
All right, right.
they might taste, and that might just be enough to kill it. All right. Good morning, Maria. Good morning, Kirk, Jason, and all you wonderful fishy folks. Maria.
Maria, good morning. How are you today? On this fine, cold
Sunday morning.
mo- Sunday morning. Yeah, I almost said Monday morning.
It's not Monday. It's Sunday.
Yeah,
It's starting to
I
clear up.
realized that.
Seeded with a little bit of bacteria. Okay, so now I need to get some, what do you call it? Media.
Yeah,
So maybe, I don't know. Let's see.
maybe some kind of polishing pad.
It's not a bad idea. Let's look at sponges. Sponge for aquariums. Sponges for aquariums. I'm like a yeah,
But for polishing
pad.
pads, I think you want to go with something that's cheap, so that you can like just dump it
Yeah,
when
if I'm
it
gonna do the
gets.
polishing thing, I'm just gonna get the whatever the polyfill stuff.
Use a poly roll,
You
not
know?
the fit, not the actual.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I know what you're talking about. That's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
I actually have. Come to think of it, when I broke down those old sumps, I had some really coarse ass sponge material. It was almost like Brillo pad kind of texture, and I have all that stuff sitting outside, like just laying there
Mm.
in a like a pile. Maybe I should put that into something. I mean, that's at least some sort of media. It's sponge media, right? Here, let me do that. Let me grab that. Let me grab that. I'll give it a good rinse.
Skipper says, "Damn, that tank is cloudy."
Yup. It's because we just put all that wonderful stuff in
He
there.
says only should have done one sponge. LOL.
I know, but it's cloudy now. Just to be a little bit of, rather have extra bacteria and cloudy than to have not enough bacteria and clear. Less
And
cloudy.
then get a
Bloom.
ammonia spike.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Let me take this. Hold on. Let me turn this off. Let's take this off. There we go. Plug up the sink here. I'm gonna run some hot water on this and just kind of like let it soak for a minute. This is all sponges from the old sump.
Okay.
It's all like, I mean, it's really coarse sponge. I'll show you guys. I just want to fill this up.
From the sump of shame.
Yes. Exactly.
Right.
From the sump of shame, I had all this other sponge material, and like when I broke everything down, I stuck it all outside in like this little, like, whatever, my little fish tank area that I throw all my crap, sponge filters and whatever. Rocks. There's a bunch of rocks out there. That's where I got the rocks from. That's how I knew this was there, because I remembered seeing it when I was getting the rocks. Thinking, oh, maybe I could use that. A good rinse in some hot water. Man, it's hot. That might be too hot. Too hot to handle. Ooh. Oh! Way too hot. Okay. Okay. Show you.
Select says, careful with just any sponge. I know a guy that built sponge from his filters for his whole fish room with sponges that had CYANIDE.
Cyanide. Cyanide. It's poison. But these are the ones
Yeah,
I
but
had. No, I
why
understand.
did he have
Maybe it
sponges
was
that
in the.
had cyanide in it?
Maybe they. I don't know. It seems like a bad idea to put that in a sponge, right?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna use this one. This one's weird. All right, but this sponge material I actually got. I think I got this from Aquarium Co-op, like way back in the day. They used to sell like the pads, so you could buy a couple of them. I think it was from them. Might have been from somebody else, but it was definitely from an aquarium place I got this from. So I'm pretty sure this is safe. And this is what I had running in the last sump that was up for 2 years. So I think we're good. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna put these two on one side, these two on the other. It's at least some sort of media, some sort of sponge
For
media.
now.
For now, yeah, we start. This is how you start. You just keep adding things into it, and the next thing you know, you got enough. And then if you need, you
Patty
add
says
extra, and you take it out.
she keeps thinking that bar stool is an
It's in the tank.
an ornament in the
That's
aquarium.
funny. Oh, I
It's a
just stirred up.
reflection.
Oh, it's gonna get
A
even
reflect.
cloudier. I just stirred everything up again.
Oh damn!
I just stirred it all up again.
What a douche!
Hey, that's the word you're not supposed to say.
I know the
D-bag.
D word,
The D-bag.
the douche bag. Yeah.
Oops. Yeah, this is the one I'm not
Okay.
using.
Well, I said it.
Actually, I could
It
use
had
this.
to be said.
I'm gonna cut this though. The reason I don't want to use it is because apparently I got spray paint on this, but I can cut it. I just use the parts that doesn't have spray paint.
Yeah. I don't think spray paint would be very good for them.
It's that Cryoline Fusion stuff, so it actually probably would be alright as long as it's dry.
Yeah.
But why take chances?
Yeah. Why take
Why take the
chances?
chance that you don't need, you know?
Yeah.
Whoa! Sump of Shame. This is the front panel from the old Sump of Shame. Now it's become the lid. The lid
Yeah.
of luxury.
The lid of remorse. I don't know.
The top of... No, that doesn't work.
Patty wants to know if you can 3D printer a mini bar stool for an aquarium.
I could, actually. Probably. Here, let me move this. Because I know what you're seeing this.
She would
She would like it. 3D printed.
she thinks it would look good as a plant stand.
Yeah. I could see it. Let's see, how we looking? We're clearing up a little bit. How many sharks are, what is that, 3, 7? Looks like I got 7 Buenosaurus tetras. That seem right? Yeah, that's 7. Let's see if anything's in the tank. Hiding. Anybody hiding? I think I got everybody, dude. I'm really impressed that I
So
actually did that.
so are you gonna do the next switch too? Well, not today, but
What next switch?
eventually. Take all the inhabitants of the 55 and put them into the 75.
I don't know. I don't know at the moment, because I think that 55 is doing pretty good the way it is.
Mm.
Kind of like it. I just need to keep up on the maintenance because it's kind of grody. I should probably tone the light down a little, would probably help. But everybody in there seems to be doing great. Obviously got an algae problem, but we all just established that I have an algae problem. It's not the tanks, it's me.
Eduardo is asking if you try Val in that tank, do you think it might survive?
I don't. I think I have tried Valinair and they ate it.
Mm.
They've eaten everything. I put Anubias, Crinums, Pogo Stemon. What's that other weird one? Pontageton. They've eaten those.
Mm.
Whatever bulb lilies, whatever they've eaten them. Duckweed, they'll eat that. Salvinia, they'll
Duckweed?
eat that. I
So
don't.
do you feed them duckweed every so
I
often?
have actually, because I used to feed it just to the goldfish, and at some point I'm like, you know what, these bala sharks are going nuts over it too. So every once in a
Yeah.
while I put it in there for them. So, ooh, we got a little bit of aggression going on with these angels.
Keith, what say you?
That's
You
what.
think any kind of plant would survive with those bala sharks?
So in the tank that I had, there was some Java moss or some sort of moss that was grown in a container I had, like hanging on the back of the tank, right on the inside.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the only reason it was growing as well as it was is because the bala sharks couldn't get to it.
Right.
And I don't know if they eat the moss. I think it just kind of gathered there. So the moss might be okay. Maybe I could work with that.
And he says that the Buenos Aires tetras eat them as well.
Oh, okay. So I got a bunch of plant eaters in there. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's one of the reasons why I wasn't too worried about the lights I was putting on this tank, because I didn't want to get anything like.
Yeah.
Wasn't gonna go spend extra money on plant lights to not grow
Yeah.
any plants,
Right.
because it'll just
Just
grow
to grow
algae.
black-beard algae.
Yep.
Do they eat the algae? No.
No, not the blackbeard. I see them picking at it, but they don't really. They just kind of pick at things. It's kind of what I think they do to
Yeah.
a lot of the plants. They just pick at it, pick at it, pick at it. Not necessarily that they're eating it, that they just pick it apart. You know what I mean? They'll pick it and be like, "No, I don't want to eat this." I spit it out like a toddler.
Cause he says I have Buenos
Berries.
that eat duckweed.
Yeah, I know my bala sharks. I don't want to feed these guys right now, or I would put some in. But
He had Buenos eat duckweed.
I want to let it clear up a little. I might feed them tonight. A lot of times when I do things like stressful things like this to the fish, I won't feed them for the day. I'll feed them
Yeah.
tomorrow.
Yeah. They won't die.
They won't die from
That's,
starvation. If anything, they would die
yeah,
from the stress
exactly.
of like whatever they'll get, like bloat or something or whatever.
No, I wouldn't feed them either.
No, I'm not gonna.
No.
Not today. I'll
Because
feed them tomorrow.
chances are they won't eat the food too, and it could just add to
Yeah, exactly. So I need some media for the tanks. Not much actually. I think we've got. I mean, between the
I
sponges.
don't know, man. Look at those bala sharks. They actually seem to be schooling, don't they?
Yeah, yeah. Gotta clean out this net real quick. Just rinse it. Put it away.
They may put on a growth spurt too.
Yeah, I mean, well, they were kind of getting to that point where they were getting too big for the 75.
Yeah.
I noticed that they get. It's kind of like an aggression, I guess. They start doing this thing where they
Of-
start like bonking into each other, like roughing.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's like
Probably
a
a
mating
certain
aggression thing or
dominance.
dominance thing. Yeah, exactly. And I think like when they get a little too big for the tank, they start doing that a little bit more. I think they always do it, but man, those look big. They look really big in this tank, actually. They look good in here.
Um,
This is good. I like this. I guess it's
eventually,
not too much flow because it seems to be doing all
how
right.
you know what size the bala sharks normally get to?
I've heard up to 18 inches, maybe bigger.
Oh.
These are probably the biggest one's probably getting close to a foot, maybe 10 inches. I
So
wouldn't say quite a foot.
eventually you're gonna upgrade to maybe like a 500 gallon then.
Well, I think the bala sharks would probably be pretty good in this tank for probably I don't know maybe I don't think they're gonna get 18 inches. Let's put it that way. That's like probably
Product of the environment.
yeah, that's like ideal conditions. You know what I mean? Like in the wild they get that big.
Mm.
In my experiences, tank fish don't ever get really as big as they do in the wild. But it's possible.
Eduardo is suggesting that you try external plants on top of the tank. Allow
Yes.
the roots to help filter the tank.
Yes. I think that is a great idea. I was thinking, oh, what were we talking about? Somebody.
You
Oh, it
got
was
you got Easter
Monastero.
lily.
Was it Monastero that we were talking about putting in the back there? That might actually be a good plant for back in the back of the tank. And I think I
Can it
gotta move that art.
survive with wet roots?
Yeah, I think they can. Actually, I think they really do like that kind of wet root thing.
Mm. I know people use the water lily. I mean, not water lily, the Easter lily.
Oh yeah. But isn't that deadly to cats? I don't think I want that.
No, it's. I thought it was the
The peace lily.
pothos.
Well, Pothos has got like a
pothos.
something that
That's
like a sap kind of thing. It's kind of same with the Monasteros like that too. It's like it's not good for them. Like I guess if they
yeah.
eat
But
a lot of it, it can be bad. But it just like
according to Eduardo, pothos being poisonous to cats is a myth.
yeah, it's not poisonous, but it's like it's got like some sort of weird thing that like it's not good for you if you eat it in large quantities. But it also what it does is it makes you like your mouth kind of go numb, so you just end up like salivating and drooling
Mm.
if you eat too
So
much, I
did
guess.
you eat some pothos when you was escaping the tank?
No, no. But I did
Drool?
yeah, I did drool a little. No. I what is it?
Patty says spider plants work well.
That's not a bad idea. Yeah. You gotta look into this. Gotta find some way to put them in the back there. Maybe I gotta get that 3D printer up and running. Start printing some little hangers, pot holders, plant holders. There's a lot of things.
Bamboo.
Bamboo.
Um,
Problem with bamboo is gonna grow tall. I guess you gotta keep trimming it.
what's his name? Chewy. Chewy said bamboo is cool too.
Bamboo is cool if you do it right. I just don't have a whole lot of room above the tank, so I gotta
Yeah,
keep an idea on
on the height of the plant. I
exactly.
would go with vining stuff,
Yeah, something like
like
that, right? Or the like that Monastero might be cool. I might check that out.
yeah,
Arrowheads are great. Yeah, Keith, you do have those. I've seen those before. I thought about getting them. Those arrowheads are cool. It's like
yeah.
they require a lot of humidity though, I think, or at least a transition. I don't know. I'll check it out. Spider plants, that's a good one. Yep. They use those worm feeder things to hold plants in the tank. Worm feeder things. Worm feeder like those rings?
Uh,
Like
n-
those rings that you
uh,
stick on the tank on the side?
no, there's a cone-shaped
Yeah.
worm feeder that has holes.
Yeah, but I think it sits into a ring, and I think that's what she's talking about.
Yeah, it's a ring, but I think you suction cup it.
Yeah. Syngoniums work well with bare rooted. Alright, that's good too. Syngoniums are another one are like pothos. They're like they got that like thing that if cats eat
Bang.
it like makes their
Uh, makes
it's like
their
some sort
mouth
of weird.
go numb.
Yeah, it's like almost like you ever eat pineapple, right? And pineapple
Yeah,
like stings your mouth and all that stuff, and like it's got like that bitter taste to
itches,
it. The reason that like it
itches.
does, and you like salivate a lot when you eat pineapple, is because it's literally acid eating the lining of your mouth, and that's why
Oh
it
yeah.
has a reaction. It's kind of like that.
Is that one of them Snapple under the cap
Yep,
Snapple
exactly. I wrote that
things?
one.
Yeah. Um. Yeah.
But yeah,
Maybe you
Syngonium's
could
got some
grow a
more.
pineapple in the tank.
A potato.
Ah, sweet potato.
A sweet potato.
People do use sweet potatoes. They'll stick one end in the tank, and the roots grow into the tank, and the bushy part grows on top
Yeah,
of
the
the
plant,
tank.
right?
The
Yeah, yeah.
the,
And then
the
at some
leafy
point,
part.
you got dinner.
Yeah.
Would you eat a sweet potato that you grew in your fish tank for like a year or whatever?
Well, first of all,
Would you?
don't the sweet potatoes grow on the roots?
Yeah, they're a tuber.
Right. So I doubt they will grow tubers in the tank, will they?
Well, yeah, I mean, maybe. The roots,
I don't know.
it's
Do
gonna grow
they?
a sweet potato, right? It's gonna be a potato at some point.
I don't know.
I think the
Well,
part that's
all I
potato
know
would be
is
out of the water.
we already eat plants that grow in fish water,
Fish emulsions.
because hydroponics.
Yeah, true. But
There are farms that are
aquaponics,
solely
yeah.
hydroponic.
But that's not fish poop. That's just
I know
fertilizers.
it's fertilizer, but it's the same premise. People grow lettuce and all kinds of stuff in hydroponic farms.
True.
You know,
But I'm asking,
using
would you,
tilapia.
if you, all right, let's say you grew a head of lettuce out of the back of your fish tank, would you eat it?
Yeah.
Okay. Just curious. I don't know if I would eat it.
Yeah, I would eat
I would
it.
taste it.
What, you
I would
got
taste it.
sentimental value with it
No, you
or
gotta think
something?
like, all right, what if you like, you got too much cyanide in your fish tank?
Then
That
my
plant,
fish would be dead.
maybe it wasn't enough. Maybe the plant just soaked it all up, and now you're eating like one big old cyanide leaf. I
Well,
don't know.
you know
I don't
what?
know, man. I don't know if I'd eat anything
I
coming out of
have
my fish tank.
considered living in a bubble too,
All right,
but
what
I
about
think it would
this?
be kind of hard to get around and to go to my job living in a bubble.
This is true. But I mean, at some point, like, all right, would you eat? Let's say you were growing some fish in your fish tank. Would you eat your fish? Like if they were like, edible fish. Like,
Well, if I was growing them to eat them, I would.
yeah, let's say you caught a couple bass and you're like, oh, this is cool. Let me stick them in a tank, and all of a sudden they got like real big on you. Like, okay, what am I gonna do with these guys? Would you eat one? Would you eat your own fish? Would you eat a
It
fish that you grew up in
depends.
a tank? Let's put it that
It
way.
depends.
I don't know
If
if I
I had
would.
named them, maybe not.
But would you have a problem eating a fish from a tank that you grew up? That well, not it doesn't even have to whatever. That was in your fish tank is basically my point. Like that you fed in the water in your parameters. Would you eat that
Well,
fish?
no. Normally, the fish in my tanks would be like finger food. It would be like, and it's done.
That's right.
So,
Mealchi. Need to eat like 30 of them, 40 of them to fill
yeah.
up. Yeah,
How much of them? How much of them tetras you gonna have to eat to fill your stomach? You
I
know.
think that 7 there would probably be like like chicken wings.
Well, people eat those plecos
Yeah, true. I'm just curious if you would eat a fish that out of a tank that
that
you
I
like.
raised.
Yeah, just because
Not
I don't
as
know, because I don't
no,
think the water is gonna be as
because it's
pure.
a pet.
Yeah, that's
Will
well,
you
yeah.
eat your
Beyond the pet
dog
thing, what if you
as a
raise it
cat?
as like food? Would you eat something in like a fish tank like that? Like it's a really closed
If I
system.
raise it as food, yes. You think that's like asking people that raise chickens?
But do you
Are
right?
you gonna eat your chickens?
But if you raise chickens in a small like closet, would you eat those chickens?
That's it. I
Yeah,
got a
tight
lot of things in
quarters.
my
Maybe
closet,
not
but
the best parameters.
I have no chickens in
Could
my
have done an extra
closet.
water change or two under or whatever, or like clean your pen. I don't know. Or maybe I hung up on this, man. I don't think I could do this.
Listen,
Well, apocalypse
when
scenario,
I
all
was
bets
a
are off, man. I'm
listen,
eating everything. I'm eating the
listen,
people in the house. That's all I know.
listen. When I was a kid, my parents used to buy us these little chicks, baby chickens,
And you used to eat them.
every Easter,
Oh
right?
yeah, yeah.
And the people who sold them used to dip them in dye,
Yeah, dye them pink, purple, whatever,
pink, purple, all different
blue.
colors. And you would be like, oh, look at these little chicks. They're so cute. They're Easter chicks. But those chicks would eventually turning to full grown chickens. And guess what I used to see happen to those full grown chickens? My
Dinner.
father would come along with a knife, catch the chicken, cut his head off, and throw his body in a bucket. And the chicken would proceed to jump out of the bucket and run around the yard with no head. And yet, still, to this day, I eat chicken.
Do you think about that every time you eat a chicken?
Not at all.
Not at all. Doesn't come back to you.
Not at all.
Mm. Yeah, I
It
mean, I
has not
understand. You gotta
scarred
eat. You
me.
gotta
I
eat.
have to say it has not scarred me that my pet grew up to be a full grown chicken and we ate him.
What about your L333s when they grow up?
Yeah,
Gonna eat
I
them?
don't think I would eat them.
Gonna eat them?
No, no, no.
too good for eating?
No, but I'm not gonna kill an L333 to eat him,
What if you had
and
extra?
I'm not gonna eat one that I find dead in my tank either.
That's
So,
probably a good idea.
so
That's
there you
probably a good
go.
idea. Don't do that. That
Yeah.
might cause problems. Who is it? Bing Shriven said that. What is it like? He thinks that the water in our tanks is better than the water they grow in. Maybe, maybe. Not convinced of this fact.
Well, I don't know. I'm convinced because it comes out of the tap, and I drink tap water. So, so there.
But they treat tap water.
Yeah, and what? So what you saying that you got cyanide in your aquarium
Well, they don't treat
or
tap water for cyanide. I'll tell
lead?
you that.
Or-
Or lead. I'm sure they test it, but
Well,
they don't treat for
exactly.
it.
So, or they don't treat for it. So what you trying to say that we're slowly poisoning ourselves by
Probably
drinking
drinking a lot of
the tap
lead,
water?
arsenic.
Well, you know what?
There are
Who wants
acceptable
to
levels
live
of lead
forever?
according to the EPA.
What can I say? Who wants to live forever? Not me.
That's it. I'm
Not
here for
this
a good
guy.
time, not for a long time. Yep.
You know, so if
It's
I'm
starting to
slowly
clear up in that
poisoning
tank.
myself by drinking tap water, well, que
Shrimp
sera,
are too
sera.
small. You should see the stuff that my wife gets the stuff from. Well, one time she got the wrong stuff. They call it mulchi. Basically, they look like endlers, or they're little anchovies, sardines, anchovies.
Mm-hmm.
Little, little, like the size of an endler, guppy. They come in
Yeah.
like a sauce. Actually, I'm gonna have a picture of these. I might have a picture of this. Let me look this up. But she loves it. It's disgusting. And then one time they came like there's like a shrimp mulchi, and they literally look
Yeah.
like neocaridinias. They're like the same size, and
Yeah.
they're in the same
Well,
size.
you know.
Let me see if I can find this stuff.
You see those bala sharks? There's
Yeah.
a fish that we catch in Trinidad. It's a saltwater fish,
Right.
and they school in enormous schools. So I don't know,
Here it is.
exactly what we used to call them Joshua, but I don't know what the real scientific name for them is or whatever.
Right.
But they look similar to those bala sharks. They were like, about 6, 7 inches, and we would use them as live bait for deep sea fishing and stuff. But we would also fry them and eat them as well. So,
Hang tight, little dude. Scared him. Interesting. All right, here I found the picture. So this is
you
what
sound different
I do.
for a second.
Sorry,
It's like, you so,
might have been lagging.
what is this?
This is that mulchi. This is the stuff. I
What
mean,
is it? Like a fish?
yeah, it's fish. You see a little fish eye right here, his little
Mm,
body.
yeah,
He's got some
yeah.
seasoning, some seeds from some peppers. Like I'm telling you,
All
these are like
right.
the size of a guppy. There's like a
Have you
hundred.
tasted it?
Yes, it's very salty.
What's it taste like? Oh, it's salty.
Salty and whatever. It's got that sauce on it.
Right.
I think we go this way. There's another one. Yeah, that's the other picture. Same picture, but mulchi. This also comes in little shrimp size. Mm. Oops. Hang tight, little dude. Scared him.
That's what I'm hearing, like
There you go. Sorry.
the video.
Yeah, I
That's what I
accidentally
was hearing.
whatever. Accidentally played a video.
Mm.
I thought it was safe. All right. Oops. You
Oh,
don't need to see my desktop.
so,
Let's go back to bottle
so
sharks. There we go.
we don't want to see your drip.
My drip. My drop. I dripped my last drop. All right. Somebody said no thanks.
Yeah, you
Mickham
see,
says,
the thing is, people on the whole judge food from different cultures a lot of the time by how it looks
yeah,
or smells. but sometimes the taste is not the same as the smell or the look. You know what I mean?
Yes, I know
Sometimes
exactly
it
what you
tastes
mean.
really good. May not look so appetizing, but
Well,
you know.
one thing I experienced with that stuff like mulchi and stuff like that, it's very fishy and very salty.
Mm. And in some cultures,
They love it.
that's like
They
that tastes
love it.
good.
They eat seaweed. Well, I shouldn't say they. My wife loves seaweed. It's gross. It really tastes like seaweed. It tastes like you're eating
Yeah,
seaweed.
well, like California rolls, sushi, so-called sushi.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's
Wrapped in there. Yeah, I
they
know.
wrap it with seaweed. Yeah,
Yeah, but that gets like you lose like all the that gets like
yeah, I
that's like
guess. Yeah,
seasoning right
it's
at that point.
processed,
If it doesn't smell good,
processed.
it isn't good, right? Taste,
Because
yeah.
there's a fruit. What's that fruit? Jackfruit or something. A huge fruit that they say it smells like disgusting, but it tastes
Oh
sweet.
yeah, I've seen that. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's funny.
you know. You see, a lot of our taste comes from our smell too, I think. Isn't that right?
Yeah,
Like
durian. That's the
if
fruit. Yep.
something smells nasty, most of the times it tastes nasty, you know? But I don't know. Not everything is as it seems.
You ever boil crab legs? It smells disgusting, but I eat those legs. That's right.
Yeah,
It's true. That is true. I want to know who the
very
first
true.
person decided to eat one of those things was like, yeah, this is something I'm gonna eat. You ever look at a crab and think like I'm gonna eat that? That's like the last
Well,
thing on my mind when I look at a crab.
you know, this is the proverbial rabbit hole, because
Exactly.
it's like who the hell first discovered that some mushrooms are trippy, you know, and some mushrooms are edible.
Exactly.
Did we like see
Trial and error,
animals
and some
eat?
are deadly. There was one guy over there drooling and looking at the sky, going, "Oh my god!" Another guy over there just stopped breathing, and this guy's like, "Wow, I'm not hungry anymore." That's how we figured it out. Trial
Yeah.
and error. A lot of dead people along the way. Ugh.
um,
Oh
KJE
god,
says,
those
"How about us? Those
those
snot
oysters.
booger
Ugh, I hate those
oyster.
things. I don't know why people eat those like that. That's just
I
disgusting.
eat those. Yeah,
I've had them. I'm
I
not a big
have to
fan.
admit, I'll eat them.
Ugh. Rather just
And I've also had
steam them.
clams raw as well.
Yeah, that's kind of the same idea.
Not the best, not
I've
my
had
favorite thing, but
was it sea urchin? I had that.
because like, have you ever
That was
had
the same idea,
ceviche?
salty and snotty. It's gross. Ceviche's great. I
Yeah,
love ceviche. Oh my god.
half of that stuff in there is raw.
Yeah,
You
but it's
know,
not raw because the acid cooked it, right?
right?
So it's
The
been
acid
right.
from the lime partially cooks it, which like it's the same thing with sushi. Real sushi, they slice that so thin,
Oh yeah. Yeah, you can
paper
see through it
thin,
like tuna tartar and stuff like that.
that
Yeah.
half of the time the sauce that you dip it in
Yeah, it's all you're
starts
tasting.
to cook the
Exactly.
meal already.
Exactly right.
It
Yeah.
so it's not entirely 100% raw, but
Right.
oysters, I can eat oysters raw.
No, but I did that sea urchin thing, and that's you ate that raw. Basically it's that big spiky ball thing in the whatever the bottom of the ocean that floats
Yeah,
around, and you
right.
cut it in half with some sort of knife, and then you just slurp like spoon out the insides and slurp it in, and it's like it's really salty. It's gross.
Yeah.
It's like whoa, it's like salty snot, man.
Well,
It's like oh, what am I eating
I've seen people eat
and
oyster.
why? I'm
I've
not
seen
that
people
hungry.
eat
I'm not.
octopus, and it's the tentacles are wriggling as it's
Oh,
going in
I've
their
had that.
mouth.
Yeah, yeah, I've seen that too. It's just wild. Barbara Jackson
What
says
is
her
it
daughter's
about
boyfriend
food
mom
that
makes the fantastic
these
ceviche. Oh,
streams
I could go for ceviche. It's
seem
been so
to
long.
always come around to? Food.
Food, I know. Well, we've been going for almost 3 hours now, and it is approaching noon.
Yeah,
Maybe we're
I'm
hungry.
kind of hungry
That's
myself.
it. Let's go eat. I love octopus. I've had
Um,
octopus scungili
what?
salad. That's good. Not bad.
Eduardo says, Kirk, remember your ancestors were cannibals. Just saying.
They would come to Puerto Rico and eat us. Damn. I knew I liked Kirk. I knew something about him. It's that
They
long
would
pork.
eat and everybody except Eduardo. I think they spared him because they just looked at him and said, he don't look tasty.
Yeah, there's no meat on this bone. But kids, Eduardo's just like, he thinks he's above cannibalism here. Come on now.
I don't know, but there are people that did eat people, but I think they did it more so for spiritual than for like to fill their bellies. They did it because they believed that they overcome the souls of their enemies by eating them.
Yeah. It's a good way to spread a lot of weird diseases around. Just saying.
Yeah, well,
It's also people that
if
dig up their ancestors like every year and like hang out with them and then put them back on
yeah,
the ground.
exactly. It's different cultures, different
Like,
things.
I miss
You
grandma.
know,
Let's dig her up.
yeah, and put a cigarette in her mouth.
Take some pictures. Sit her at the dinner table like she's still here. God, people are weird. People are weird. All right. I think we've done enough to destroy our viewers at this moment.
Yeah, but it's not just people. We're all weird. You
That's
know,
true. Well, I mean,
you do weird things. I do weird
what are you
things.
saying? I'm
Patty
not a
does weird
person?
things.
Am I not a person?
Huh?
I'm a person too.
Yeah. So you're weird.
Yeah, we're all weird.
Exactly.
It tastes like chicken. Maybe. They
I've
do.
had I've had gator tail.
I've had gator. It's not bad. I've had gator chili.
Yeah. I've had gator
I've had
in the
kangaroo.
tacos.
What's the other one? It was, oh yeah, obviously, what is it? Ostrich. I've had kangaroo. No, it was a kangaroo? No. I don't think I had kangaroo. I'm wrong on that. It was ostrich. It was ostrich. I've had ostrich, gator, turtle, uh, whatever, snapper, I guess. I
Aren't
think
they
it was
ostrich
rattlesnake
farms
too.
now?
Somebody had rattlesnake in a can.
Wow, they can
The cat,
rattlesnake
there was a
now.
canned rattlesnake. I don't know.
Um,
People do
don't
weird.
aren't there ostrich farms now too?
Yeah, I think yeah, ostrich. That's a pretty tough meat from what I understand though, so you got to make sure you do it right.
Mm.
Like you got to like,
But can you imagine making an omelet with an ostrich egg?
dude, how wild would that be? You would only need one. It'd be
I
like a
know.
6 egg omelet and you just had one.
I wonder if it tastes different to like chicken
Oof,
eggs. Must.
it's gotta.
Probably more
Gamey,
protein.
beefy.
I don't know. I don't know. Anybody out there, tell me, does it taste different?
Yeah, we
An
got some
ostrich
Aussies
egg.
in here. They're coming around here. Let's hear it. Capybara on a rotisserie. Oh, I'd try it. I'd try anything
Capybara,
once.
right?
I'll try it.
It's like a huge rat. It's a
One ostrich egg
rodent,
is
I
about
think.
12 chicken eggs. There you
Capybara.
go. Yeah, it is. It's a yeah. It's
Well,
big.
I seen somewhere I seen this nutria. People were
Oh yeah.
making sausage out of nutria meat.
Oh, dude, those things are crazy.
Yeah. Well, there's actually a bounty for them in some states.
I don't know.
You know, all you need
They're
is the
basically
tail.
just
You
giant
bring the
rats,
tail in,
right?
and
Yeah, right.
yeah, they basically.
I saw
But
one day. I thought it was a.
they,
That's what I thought I was looking at. A giant rat. I'm like, this is like Splinter came to life.
where did you see this?
This is down by. It was by a creek in some.
Also, we have
I
nutria
don't
running
know. Either
around.
that or it was a very big rat. I'm still like, I don't know. There's a couple things I've seen that I don't know if I believe what I actually saw. So I'm on the fence. But it was big. I mean, the thing was like the size bigger than a groundhog. probably about twice the size of a groundhog, and it had a big ass rat tail. So I don't know what that
Select
was.
says ostrich eggs is about equivalent to 12 chicken
Yeah,
eggs.
duck eggs are awesome. I've heard that about ducks. I know some people that raise ducks for their eggs. Well, and
Yeah.
pets too. I don't think there's any nutria in the PA, New Jersey area. Well, no. Then it was a very big rat. Very big rat.
It was a big rat.
Very big rat then. Must have been one of them New York rats that got their way down here somehow. It's probably raising some
Ah,
turtles somewhere nearby. It was not a possum. I know what a possum looks like, damn it. And they're opossums.
I remember one day I stepped out my front door and right in front of the house was a possum. And he's like just looking at me. And I'm like making all kinds of noise and stomping my foot and stuff. And he just like looks at me, turns around, and walks away.
I told you about the possum that was in the house. Like I lived in this house. There's a bunch. It was like 5 people lived there, and we had like 2, 3 cats, right? So we used to keep the back door open for the cats in the summertime. And we're all sitting there watching TV, and my roommate goes, "Dude," I'm like, "What?" He's like, "Yo, there's a cat here, a cat over there." He just pointed all the cats out, right? And one of them was on his lap, and he's like, "Okay." He's like, "Well, what the hell's in the kitchen eating?" We all just stopped. You could just hear this crunching of the cat food, crunch, crunch, crunch. I was like, "What is in the kitchen eating?" Get up. There was a possum sitting there just helping himself to the cat food. He was not happy. We interrupted him. He made his way out the door. The cats were like, "What the? Oh my god!" We had to like hold the cats back from freaking the hell out. Oh,
Yeah.
was a
Well,
muskrat. Them others are the south. All right, it might have been a muskrat. I don't know what the difference is, but it had a big rat-looking tail.
some people eat possum.
Yeah, I don't want to mess with him. So he walked out the back door, shut the door. I'm like, okay, maybe we should keep that door closed a little more often. That was a crazy place. That was a place that we had.
Yeah.
My roommate had ferrets, right? He had 2 ferrets, and they used to get out, and I hated those things. Just they're messy, they stink, they poop everywhere, whatever. I just yell at my roommate, "Get this stupid thing out of my room!" Like I find it in my room or whatever. I have to clean up after it, whatever. So one day I'm home, and this stupid freaking ferret's in. I'm like, damn it, Charlie. What was his name? I grab the stupid ferret. I'm like kicking, like, Charlie, keep your stupid ferret in your room. Bam, throw it at him. He takes it home. Sorry, man. Puts it in his room, whatever. He's sitting there, and like 5 minutes later, he comes out of his room. He's like, dude, both my ferrets are in the cage. I don't know whose ferret this is. We had some random ferrets in the house. It turned out like one of the neighbors, like 2 doors down, had ferrets, and they got out, and I guess smelled his ferrets, and oh, yeah, they could be Leonard Chain, but this is the kind of guy who didn't do that kind of thing, Patty. So yeah,
Uh,
one of
uh,
those. I'm surprised he didn't die from some weird infection of laying on the floor with. Yeah, no, we don't talk about this place anymore. This is a long time ago. Oh, things you learn when you grow up.
yeah. I've
Yeah.
kept hamsters before when I was younger.
Oh yeah, my son
And
had a.
the
Oh,
one, hamsters, things pet shop owners don't tell you is that hamsters are nocturnal. They don't sleep at night. They run on their wheel all night long. Man, I was
squeaky
so
wheels.
pissed. I was so pissed. And then I bred them. I had a male and female. And one day I look inside the nest box
That's funny color copy.
and the mother was eating the head off of one of the baby hamsters.
Oh
That
yeah,
was it for me.
it's a little midnight snack.
That was it for me. I got rid of them.
Yeah, we had gerbils for my kid. They were cool, but yeah, they're like 2, 3 year pets. You know, it
Yeah,
was good. It was good for the time, but not again.
yeah,
Done with that stuff. Fish. I'm
yeah,
gonna stay with fish.
yeah. Fish are nice and quiet,
Yup.
you know.
We got things happening here, people. So stay tuned. We got these guys in the tank. We're gonna let this clear up and get some media. We now have an empty 75. that I'm gonna whatever rescape, rework, figure out. Maybe I move fish into it. Maybe I just get stuff for it. I have a dude.
Mm,
I have a wide open 75-gallon fish tank. That is awesome. If anybody has any
yeah,
ideas, maybe throw it
yeah.
in the replay chat. Think about it. What would be good to throw in there? I gotta keep an eye on what gotta
Or
figure it out what I want. What do I
or
want to do?
maybe you can on your
And Buna.
on your thing page, your what's it called again?
Oh, my community tab. That's a good idea.
Your
Uh,
community page.
that's a great idea. Maybe I'll do
You
I'll do that. Keep a post or
you
poll or something.
do a poll. What
Bipolar
should
Fish
I do
Keeper
with my
says,
75?
I think you should make it the 75 and Mbuna tank. Funny enough, that's what the 75 started at. Was an Mbuna tank. Had a bunch of demasonize and what's the yellow whatever yellow labs whatever the heck they are. Yeah, I had them for a long time. Actually, that's not a bad idea. What's those ones that I saw that I thought were really really cool that I would really like to see in a big tank? For Chardes, those things, dude, those things are pretty cool looking fish. I'm
Mm,
not gonna lie, they look kind of like painted. I think
right.
that's one I'm thinking of. Those are Mbunas, aren't not? Well, they're not.
And
I
that
don't know if
that
they're
looks
Mbunas, but
really
they're
looks good.
African cichlids. Yeah. Well, the tank's clearing up. It's starting to look a little clearer.
Yeah.
Probably take another hour or two till it's finally kind of settled. But yeah. Well, yeah. Stay tuned. Keep an eye out for maybe some sort of community tab post and throw out some ideas. Other than that, what else we got? We got I got a new rack I want to set up for 10 gallons. Got to move some stuff. We got things happening, people. So stay tuned.
Things are always happening.
Always happening. It's
Not always
always
easy.
new. That's right. And easy, I've been thinking about some things around here about, just taking the fish keeping, the aquarist part to like a next level. Oh,
Oh,
step it
really?
up. Instead
Do
of just being
tell.
like, a hobbyist. Somebody that's got, I got a fish tank. I want to be an aquarist, right? Strive
An
to be
aquatic.
like, yeah, the fish whisperer, whatever. Oh, just take it to like a whole new level.
Mm, mm.
Easy. That's right.
Well, some people seem to get offended by the term hobby.
Hobby. Well, you gotta think
You know,
about what a
some
hobby
people
is,
think
right?
it's more of a way of life.
A philosophy. The philosophy of fish. Hey, that's not a bad
A
channel name. That's
philosophy.
a good channel name.
A philosophy.
Philosophy of fish. Um, yeah, no, like no, so hobby seems to be kind of like, oh, I just do this in my free time. You know what I mean? Which
Yeah,
it's true.
because and it's like, say for instance, a person who keeps cats or something. You don't want to go up to them and say, "Oh, that's a cool hobby you
It's
got
true.
there."
That is
You know
true.
what I mean?
Yeah, you don't think of that, right? What do you just somebody that keeps cats, a lot of cats, we just, I mean, well, they're just crazy, right? Crazy
They're a
cat
cat
lady.
person.
Crazy cat person. Right. No, but yeah, that is true, right? So if somebody had a bunch of dogs, it'd be the same idea. You wouldn't be like, oh, that's an interesting hobby, but it is, right? Well, if you were breeding them, stuff like that, I don't know. I guess you wouldn't really think of it as a hobby, would you? You'd think of it as like kind of like, I don't know what that term is. It's a good point.
Yeah.
But I think a hobby is something that you do like is like you're not getting paid to do it. It's something you do because you choose to do it. I don't know if hobby is the right word for whatever it is. That's why I'd say aquarist. There you go. Better term.
Yeah.
I'm not a hobbyist. Not in the aquarium hobby. I am an aquarist.
Yeah.
I can admit this now, folks. It's been, well, how old? I'm going to be 50. Holy smokes.
You're aquarist.
I'm an aquarist. I have had a fish tank
No,
in
you
my
are
life.
aquarist. Forget it. Forget it.
Yeah, well, I don't even know. Anyway, I've had a fish tank since I was 4. I am good. That's 46 years I've been around
Mm,
fish tanks.
yeah.
There has not been a point in my life that I did not have a fish tank. Well, there was for like 3 months. But the fish tank was in the house, it just wasn't set up. It's because things were moving. Yeah, that's wild.
That's crazy.
I just thought about it, man. That's a long time. 45 plus years? Not nothing,
Yeah.
folks. Not like I was an actual like fish keeper at 4. It probably started around 10, 10, 11, middle school. That's when I became a
Yeah.
fish keeper. When I was
Mm.
interested in it. When I started begged my parents for another tank. They got me a 29 gallon. So I had a 10 gallon and a 29 gallon.
So the the MTS has been growing in you.
Yup. Well, yeah, when we were kids, like my first memory is going to a fish store with my dad and my brother, and we got some aquatic frogs. And then the next memory I have is my dad being on the phone when we were in the basement of whatever we were living in. With like
Hello, not your mama.
there was a lot of what do you call it? Shag carpet. I remember the shag carpet and wood paneling, and we had a 10-gallon
Not
fish
your
tank and an
mama.
iron rot stand, and those frogs were in there. Me and my brother were all looking at the frogs, looking at the frogs. My dad was on the phone. This is before cell phones, so he was tied to a wall, and he was doing some whatever business stuff. And my brother and I opened the fish tank, and the frogs jumped out, and we never found those frogs. And my
Yeah,
dad
I
was
think I've heard
mad.
this
He was
story.
furious. That was yeah. That's literally my first memory. Um, well, second memory, I guess. First one was buying them. Second one was
Mm.
losing them. And then when we moved when I was 5, so maybe a year and a half later, 2 years later. Then when we
You found the
moved,
frog.
no, we never found the frogs. Never found the frogs. I have no idea what happened to them. Anyway, so when we moved, they set the 10-gallon fish tank up in my bedroom. So that's where the 10-gallon went. And the fish tank was there ever since. And then there was a point, I had a bunk bed in my bedroom. And my mom was vacuuming in there one day, and she got the vacuum, whatever, bumped the ladder on the bunk bed. It fell over and just hit the fish tank right in the center of it. Pink, poked a perfect hole in it, and water and fish just started shooting out of the fish tank, and my mom was freaking out. That's another one of my early fish tank memories.
Mm.
So then I guess somehow we replaced that tank. I don't remember how that happened. And then
Don't you have any
that's it.
good memories?
With
You know,
fish
like,
tanks, oh yeah, I got a
oh,
lot.
my guppy had babies for the first
Ah,
time
well,
or
you know,
something or
this
other.
is how it started. We're talking origin stories here, man. And then, you know, when I got 10, then I got like really interested. Then we lived at like in a cul-de-sac, and there was a creek down there, bottom. So we always go down the creek, and at some point, I start catching things out of the creek, and you want to like check it out. So I'd put like crayfish
Was
in my fish
the creek's
tanks.
name Bikini Bottom?
No, could have been,
Okay.
but it was like Mill Creek. I don't even know what the heck it was called. Anyway, so we used to catch like fish down there, like little sunfish or whatever, and I'd stick them in my fish tank, and then that's kind of where it started. And then I wanted, then when I got to middle school, I met some kids that also had fish tanks, and then that's just like, then it just
Patty
got
said
crazy.
then the sunfish started eating your nipples.
There was definitely sunfish eating the nipples. This happened. That was that creek. I know exactly, dude. I have vivid. Oh, such a good time. Such a good
Good
memory.
times,
Good
eh?
times, man. Dude, what to be a kid again? How awesome would that be? Your only worry was like,
Knowing
I'm gonna go
what
snorkeling in
would
the
be
creek today.
awesome is if you could be a kid again, knowing what you know now. How awesome would that be?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I guess you can avoid the mistakes you made, but then you're gonna make all sorts of new ones, and they might not be
Yeah.
for the better. I don't know. You're tempting fate, man.
Yeah, you'd probably be smoking weed at 5 years old.
Or maybe I won't this time.
Maybe not.
Maybe not. We'll see. Anyway, folks, we are now babbling. We've gone to the babbling phase
Yes,
of this
yes.
this thing. So
Yes,
we're gonna
the
say
stream has got to that point where it's
we are way over time. Holy cow, we've gone. It's now 10 after
babble,
noon.
goobly goop
Yes,
babble.
but no, thank you everyone for being here. Thanks for watching. It was a good time. Lots happening. Polish Shark tank set
Yeah,
up. Stay tuned because we got a lot happening. So we'll be here next week. You good for next week?
yeah, I'm good for next week. What's special about next week?
Just making sure you're cool to be here.
Yeah, I'll be here.
All right, cool. All right, folks. Thanks for everything. Hit the like on your way out if you haven't hit it already. Sub. All you replay people, you know I love you. Leave me a comment if you got any questions, anything you want to talk about, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.